Let's do it.
Let's do it, baby. Ooh, you know, let me also... A little warm in here. Are you good?
Oh, I mean, you do whatever you want.
I'll make it a little... Make it a little warm as us boys talk.
You can get it so hot.
Might get a little warm.
You know what boys time means.
You know
Open
what
a
boys
window.
do. Also, just give you an idea. I'm trying to not lean out like this to watch. You know what I mean? Like stay in this window, and we're golden. Yeah,
Yeah, that's good.
Golden goose.
Golden
yeah,
goose.
literally just as long as you're not interesting film, Mr. Juan. All right, let's see. Okay, cool. Hi, I'm Eric.
Hello, I'm Mike.
Michael Peterson.
Whoa, that's my full name.
You
Don't
did
say
it.
that. Don't say that.
Michael
Yeah, come on, you got
Petey
it.
Peterson.
I'll take
Didn't
it.
I used to call you Mike the Pete Peterson. I just realized
Did you?
I've not thought of that in so long.
I have no recollection of this nickname.
I think I just would introduce you on PMI once in a while as Mike the Pete Peterson.
Let's bring it back. I'm Pete.
I'm the Pete. I'm bringing you on for a very special track.
It is
We've
special.
done a lot of James Wan movies.
You could say we're his biggest fans.
Well, maybe he's got a new fan now.
Maybe.
So
We'll see.
Here's the deal. Well, we'll tell him right now how you feel about it. But I always have you on. I literally was like, I always have you on for James Wan movies, and I don't think you hate any of them. You're just not enthusiastic.
No,
about them.
yes,
right.
yes. I don't. Like I said before, I don't really hate anything.
Right. We've
could
talked
have
about that, right?
passion.
Like, what's the fucking point? But yeah, I don't think you've ever been like Insidious fucking sucks. You're just like, I don't like
This
that.
is not my
right,
thing, yeah.
right. Same with The Conjuring, all those kind of movies that we've done tracks for.
Yeah, it always felt like he was just his style was just a little off. I was just like,
Sure.
he's just not something's
And
not right.
Saw
Like-
as well, or would Saw have been maybe your favorite that he had done?
Yeah, Saw
prior?
would have been my favorite.
Okay.
'cause,
Dead
yeah.
Silence with the puppets, you were probably iffy on.
yeah,
We did that for
yeah.
a track, so
Yeah,
that was,
yeah. He's a kooky, spooky guy.
He's a kooky, spooky guy, but then he took a break and he said, I'm done with horror. He didn't say, I'm done forever, but he said, I'm done with horror. He did Fast 7, or Furious, who knows what, Fast and Furious 7, Aquaman,
Yes.
and then he said, you know what? I got to go back to my roots.
Well,
and he came back with Malignant.
I believe that Malignant is now his definitive, now I'm done. I think this is going to be the best way to be
Oh, this is
now
a
I'm
finale?
done.
You think this is a finale?
Yeah.
Where do you go from here?
Exactly.
Well, I don't know about that, but all I know is that he's got a new horror movie?
Yes.
Is it horror?
No, it's not. It is definitely not. It's
So we'll
yeah.
get to that, but also you liked it.
Yes, I like it. I think
And
it's
so
good.
I wanted to make sure I brought you on it's not fair if I only have you on James Wan tracks that you don't like the movie.
Yeah,
so
the
I was
one that I like.
Yeah, right. I was like, let's do them. You liked it. Let's fucking do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
I texted you and Jake in our group chat, and I was like, I don't know what I said. I said, have you guys seen Malignant?
Yeah, you were
you
like,
gotta see it. I said, I don't know if you'll like it.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know if you were going to be like, what the fuck is wrong with this asshole?
I understand why people are thinking that. We'll get into it, but it's so funny.
It happens. Yeah.
I laughed so hard during this movie.
But do you think you were
in a
supposed
good one.
to? Yeah, I was going to say, that's the thing.
Absolutely.
A lot of people are like, I see a lot of reviews saying, is it intentionally funny? And I'm like, yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Without question.
Yes. Yes.
All right, so let's fucking get into it.
All right,
this
let's
is
do
going to
it.
be a full spoiler commentary. Let's be
Yes.
clear, right from the top. If you have not watched Malignant, you absolutely need to watch Malignant.
Yes.
We're going to spoil the concept, and it's maybe the most spoilable movie since The Sixth Sense.
Because it's the beginning is a spoiler. It'll all automatically be a spoiler.
Actually, yeah, technically, if they cut that scene, if that scene in the beginning makes you think about it the whole movie.
Yeah.
But we'll talk about where we realize certain things throughout, because I'm sure we caught on to things as it went.
Yes.
But yeah, no, for real, watch Malignant first. I mean, whether or not you like it, it's a must watch.
Keep an open mind.
Gotta join the conversation.
Yeah,
you can't miss this fucking movie. I feel like anyone that's like, oh, I don't care, spoil it for me, will regret it.
Yes.
You need to see it unfold.
It's and like you said it too. It's great that this is a wide release.
Unreal. Yeah, we'll talk about it as we go. We'll talk. I can't believe it. It's literally a one for them, one for me situation. He's like, I'll do your big movies. Let me do this fucking nonsense. But so that's the last time I'm going to say it. Watch Malignant. You would agree, right? Don't watch this without watching the dang movie.
I would agree.
Worth watching twice. Watch it again with us. You haven't watched it twice, have you?
No.
This is my second time.
My second time.
But it feels like the type of movie I've been excited to check it out again.
Yeah.
So watch it once without us. Don't look up anything. No spoilers. Then come back and watch it with us. If you've already seen Malignant, let's get right into it, baby. In order to sync up this commentary track with Malignant, what you're gonna, which we're watching it on HBO Max, by the way. It was HBO Max same day with theater release.
Yes.
What you're gonna want to do is pause when I say to pause, and then press play as soon as it's a spooky.
It's
A
already
spooky cliffside sort of building, whatever it is,
castle.
a hospital
A
castle,
spooky castle.
which doesn't look like that inside.
No, it doesn't.
Looks like a regular suburban.
Nothing
hospital.
looks right. Like,
It's all the exteriors are like
you
completely
think that
different.
Dracula would live there?
Yes, and then it goes inside and it's just a hospital. It says New Line Cinema in spooky red text
Ooh.
on the left. It's after all the intro credits and stuff like that. The movie has begun here. Once New Line Cinema presents on the bottom left in red text fades away off the screen, press play. But for now, press pause.
Welcome to Halloween Town.
Now, but if I remember correctly, it does cut in and it's just a normal looking building, right?
Yeah. So, as you were saying, like, things you notice about this movie, like, immediately when this movie started, and it said 1993, I was like, huh? Because I thought it was going to say, like, 18 something.
Oh, right, because it's like an old school, like,
yeah,
it looks like a Dracula's castle, like you said.
Oh, man. So, this is a very special movie. I mean, it really is. I think James Wan is he's doing a big old wink. He's winking so hard.
I mean, and he's also not hiding it. He's done reviews where he explains exactly what he's doing.
Yeah, so
now, I don't know, but look, this is like a normal. This looks like just a normal local suburban building. Looks like a courthouse.
Pretty shitty
like a
hospital,
boring,
actually.
Yeah. Right. And the outside is like this phenomenally beautiful architecture.
Guy. And
But the
like,
dialogue already is incredible. It's like he's drinking the electricity.
It's already a goof show.
Look at these shots are incredible.
So yeah, as a horror, like if you're going into the see a horror movie, right?
Yes, yeah.
Immediately, this should key you in a little bit that like something is happening that is not a horror movie. Like
right. Also, this buff Nick Cage. Did you notice this?
I did see
Look
that.
at this fucking guy. Looks like
maybe it's him undercover.
Oh, you don't think it's Sacha Baron Cohen as Nick Cage?
Oh God, he's doing a thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, all the things exploding.
Yeah.
And the soundtrack.
It's not. Yeah, this is more
not
actiony than scary. Like, look at that.
Shot.
Look like fucking Jason Bourne. Did you know anything going in?
Absolutely not.
Probably not, right?
Absolutely
because why would
none.
you be following a James Wan
Which
film?
I'm so glad because, as we said, like knowing anything about this, I would almost say don't watch it if you know the spoiler.
Literally,
Almost.
but that reminds me of there's movies that are like so spoilable that it's not even worth watching anymore.
Yeah, I think this
Fight
is one
Club.
of them.
I asked someone if they'd seen Fight Club the other day, and they were like, "It's still worth watching," but we were trying to figure out. I was hanging out with a friend last night. We were trying to figure out. Excuse me, if we wanted to watch a movie or something like that. And we were at a 90s movie trivia thing prior, and Fight Club came up. And I was like, you've seen Fight Club, right? And she's like, no, I haven't seen Fight Club. And I was like, what? We can watch that tonight. Do you know anything about it? And she's like, I think I know that they're like the same person. And I was like, never mind, we'll watch something else. It's worth watching, but not tonight.
Yes, absolutely. Yes. Maybe forget that a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, what?
Okay,
you
yeah.
must have been like.
So I was like, like a little like Johnny Bravo eyebrow goes up. Yeah. And this. So
they
it's like
never explain this.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't have to.
They don't need to.
The movie is a goof. Okay,
Yes.
so like let's get that out of the way. This movie is kind of just in a huge goof.
Yeah.
And like I think that's what a lot of people aren't getting. They're like, it's just so stupid. And it's like, yeah, it is.
Kind of the point.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
This movie is fucking ridiculous.
Super important line though here.
It's time.
Right? No, ready? So, first of all, okay. Can you imagine my pants filled to the brim
with this opening?
Are you kidding? Dun 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 dun. A James Wan film. I was like, my pants were filling with shit, and I was rising.
The shit is lifting you.
Yes. This is. You might not remember. This is first.
Sounds
of all,
like Nine Inch Nails.
Sounds like Saw with Nine Inch Nails. Is Charlie Clouser. Right? Isn't he from Nine?
No. You're thinking of Trent Reznor.
All of them. Isn't Charlie Clouser also from Nine Inch Nails?
Really? That would be cool.
I could be wrong. I
that.
think he's also from it. I'll have to look. I thought they were all from Nine Inch Nails. I thought that was the idea, but I could be wrong. I'll look it up. Either way, it sounds like, but that's the same vibe.
Yeah.
It sounds like Charlie Clouser, who did Saw, all that shit, like just sort of like this is the vibe.
Do you know if it is?
No, it's not. It's actually his Joseph Bishara, who did like Insidious and stuff like that.
I see.
So,
Yeah.
but this right now is just a real song, I think. I don't think that it's like something Joseph Bishara made.
Originally for the movie.
Yeah, I think this is an actual song that exists, maybe. But because I was wrong, I thought that Joseph Bishara also made the "Where Is My Mind" remix that keeps playing throughough the movie.
Oh yeah.
I thought that was original, but it's an actual remix that someone had already made
already
and they
existed,
used.
yeah.
Which we'll talk about that.
Yeah. Oh
but
boy.
so
boy. Oh boy.
this sequence right now is so
2000.
dead silence. 2000s.
Yeah.
It's so dead silence, and I was like, oh my god, is this? Because you see a James Wan movie and you're like, all right, what category of James Wan movie is this? Blockbuster action movie like Fast and Furious 7 or Aquaman? No. Is it? Well, torture porn isn't the right term because that was the term people came up with after the fact. But like, is it like a Saw kind of thing? I mean, this sounds like the end of a Saw movie right now.
Yes, it does.
Like
the
and I was
twist
like,
is happening.
yeah, exactly. And I was like, I don't know. Is it an Insidious Conjuring thing? No, because that's like spooky haunted house movie.
Yes.
And then I was like, oh my
that's
god,
the
this is.
shell.
But I was like, it's fucking dead silence. And then from this sequence on, I had it in my head that this might be a movie. If it's like dead silence, then it's a movie that they came up with the twist and worked backwards. Which is for sure what happened.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. He came up with a cool monster idea.
And then literally
worked
was like,
backwards.
now how do we make this work?
Yeah. And the way they made it work was to make it like just so ridiculous because like that's the only way you could do it.
You couldn't take that. The monster is awesome, but you couldn't
Monster
take it
is
seriously.
It's like, oh man, like we'll get to let's get right into the monster. Are we gonna get Mr. Backwards man.
Mr. Backwards,
Mr. Backwards,
Reverso, the clown.
Reverso the clown.
It's one of the coolest things I've ever seen in my life.
It was such a neat new monster design.
Yeah.
Like it's I don't get why everyone's shitting on it.
Well, I will say, you say everyone. I've definitely seen way more people loving the movie than not.
Really?
Oh,
really?
for sure.
It's been the opposite for me.
Interesting. Okay, for sure I've seen more people loving it than not. 100%.
It's so it's like when it's revealed Mr. Backwards is real and he starts flipping around and he's doing his thing. That should have been 100% like this is a goof. Like he is intentionally fucking with the audience.
Yes,
like this is intentional.
It's literally just. Oh, by the way, real quick. At this point in the movie, now I'm on high alert because I'm like, oh, this is going to be a twisty-turny ride. Clearly.
Because nobody knows what
no one knows what's going on. But they have not been calling it a baby yet. And she said, Dumpling's been giving me a hard time. And my immediate thought was that I was like, oh, there's no baby in there. Like, I thought I was already like on high alert for like what the twist was going to be, which kind of sucks because you don't want to go into a movie like that, but I couldn't help it. And so I was thinking,
didn't help you at all, probably. Yeah.
No. Well, we'll talk about where we realized what things were going on, whether we were right or wrong. But I was wrong right out of the gate because I thought she specifically didn't say it was a baby, and I was like, aha. James Wan and Lee Winnell do that. The Saw movies were all about like wording things so carefully. You know what I mean?
And at the end, it was like, oh no, it actually meant this.
Yeah, actually, I meant the plural. Your,
like in the Saw movie we watched, like with the shotgun, it was like, oh, it was in the gun. It was like, use it here. Right? Oh, you
it's
stupid.
The key to your freedom, and it's literally a key inside of a shotgun.
What
shell.
a fucking asshole. Ooh, ominous music playing.
Also, I think people are reading into this scene too much.
They're like, to it how?
Because I think a lot of people are like, man, this was so violent, and it's like, well, yeah, they just needed
ridiculously
a reason for her to break her head open.
Yeah,
like,
it's like,
yeah,
when this happens, it's like I was like, whoa, that should be bam, like,
yeah,
that's her head would be split open,
which works.
And through
the rest of the movie,
and like, you know what? And it was right around that part where it's like she's just like, I'm just bleeding.
Right,
and I'm
right.
Why aren't you going to a hospital? I was like, what's happening?
Yeah,
like,
no, there's none. But that's one of the best parts about the movie is it reminds me of like, when you have an idea for something and you're like, oh, this is so exciting, I'm going to make this movie. And then you start thinking about the logistics and it ruins it.
How do I get the point A to point B? It's hard.
And so he said, it's like he said, fuck it.
He said, fuck it.
Fuck it. I want to make a movie.
It's like, how could he speak through the radio? Fuck it.
Fuck
Who cares? It's just cool.
Not how could he speak through the radio. The logic was, how can he speak without them realizing he's on the back of her fucking head? Oh, I know. He'll speak through the radio.
Exactly.
The logic was like, any time that it seems like the logic was like their enemy, they just literally turned a corner and went this way instead, which is like
it's like if you weren't making a movie like this, that would be a cheap cutting corner way
You're
to
making
do
a
it.
serious movie.
Exactly,
Yes.
but this is not.
It's
but,
just it's like pure
it's a little meta
entertainment, like into your veins. Like, don't worry about it. Like,
it's like he does with this opening, I guess, like half of the movie. It's like he does put the shell of like, it's one of my spooky adventures again,
right?
Because it's like from the beginning, I'm like, oh, she's possessed.
Yeah.
It's like she's possessed. It's gonna be like
he's totally fucking with you because he's like, I know what you think I'm doing.
Yeah,
and he totally in this opening scene here coming up. With the ghostly presence of the thing, which again also makes no sense that it's it disappearing and like phasing in and out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
it
he
makes
just has
no sense.
any power he needs for the scene to work.
But so that is like this right now. You're literally thinking
house,
like, here we go. It's going to be spooky dooky house, and you think it's going to be a usual James Wan joint, and it's not. Like, but he knows exactly what you're thinking.
Yeah, he definitely pulled one over on everybody.
You're watching this. You, Mike, are probably thinking, here goes the blanket. You know, like
no, yeah. Even like this scene it's almost like he's parodying. Why can't I say the word?
Himself.
Wow,
he's making a parody of himself.
Yes, he is. He's making fun of himself, basically.
Right now.
Like, with this scene, it's like, when like she's flipping the channels and she disappears, it's like, how many fucking times have you seen that?
Yeah. Have you seen any interviews with him recently?
No, I have not. I don't watch those.
It's just so fun. By the way, the second trailer for the movie is an interview with him. I didn't see the trailers ahead of time, obviously.
Smart, because you could give away the movie very easily.
The second trailer is literally like, it's a trailer or like a bunch of clips and stuff like a trailer, intercut with him literally saying, you know, you do one thing for as long as you can, and then you just get bored of it, and you got to make something new. And like, that's the trailer.
Wait, is James Wan Australian?
Yeah, he's Australian. That's pretty good. You got Australian. All right. I'm just saying, point is like
random Australian.
No. He is Australian, but literally him and Lee Winnell.
Yeah.
Literally. The trailer is him saying, like, you've all seen what I've done before, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm going to do something different, yeah?
You're not going to fucking believe it, mate.
You're not going to fucking believe it, mate. But I just... Oh, was that going, or I missed it?
So, yeah, she just put that on to spook him.
Yeah, right. Like, all of this stuff is just his usual goof stuff.
Yeah, because it's like, if you analyze this scene, like, it's happening for no reason other than it to be scary. It's like, what?
Right.
Because it's like, what's his face, Mr. Backwards? It's like,
yes, Mr.
He has
Reverso.
So Reverso, like at this point, he unleashed Reverso by cracking her skull open. Yeah. So like, doesn't he have a mission? He's got a
Well, and you know what's funny? You're right. So it's like, what is the point of spooking right now?
Yeah, exactly. Because they're not a ghost. It's
this
not a
whole scene
presence.
Does not make sense with the rest of the movie. Like,
no,
literally makes no sense.
You know what? I almost think.
But this was a cool little spot, though. You watched it at home, right?
Yes.
I saw it in theaters. Hold on, ready? Cool. Was that Arthur? Did I just see Arthur for a second there? This was like, you know exactly what's going to happen, of course.
Yeah.
I saw it in theaters, and can you even imagine what this is like seeing in theaters? I know you're not a big theater guy, but this is a theater movie.
Oh, yes. I know
Just
the
imagine the
difference.
reactions.
Oh, yeah. People
My
losing
theater
their
was
mind.
losing their fucking
I
minds.
would have loved to see this movie in a
Still
theater.
could.
Nah.
Still could. Why does that make any sense?
It doesn't. Wait. So what was that supposed to be? Like she was hiding underneath the couch?
I don't know. Yeah, but she's invisible now.
Or the depression of...
I guess, technically, right? Technically, Gabriel.
This fucking guy.
Gabriel. Also, by the way, I keep any reviews I listen to, people are trying to come up. Even us, we just... Uh-oh.
So you can tell that she's backwards in that shot.
There's a couple shots where, also like the chase scene, which by the way is incredible.
It is.
The chase scene is genuinely, but keep in mind, James Wan literally is a blockbuster director.
Well, I was just about to say that.
Yeah.
I think he definitely, after he did Fast and the Furious and Aquaman, he's like, now I know a few little tricks.
I know all the tricks. Yep.
So yeah,
look, no reaction to
be fucking really concerned about that after getting your head smashed open.
Yeah, she's just me reaching down to see if I need any more toilet paper.
Groans. Oh God. Oh, do you think that Gabriel can wipe her for her? He goes, oh yeah. No, he doesn't have the arms anymore.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, does Gabriel piss and shit?
I want to know what it's like.
I want to know what it feels like once and for all.
I gotta take a backwards shit.
Oh, so this, by the way, this scene right here was a little disappointing to me. Are you just picturing? I'm also picturing South Park.
No, I'm picturing naked Gabriel. Basically, his ass would be his front, right?
Right,
Like,
so he's shitting out of his front butt.
Yeah.
Shit out of my front butt.
Oh, Christ.
That's cool looking.
Yeah, what happened to him?
His head twisted or some
His
shit.
head a little twisty?
Oh, but this is cool. And this is like so clearly like a Japanese, like J-horror right now. Ju-on, the Grudge and all that, whatever the fuck they call it. Yeah.
Whatever those.
Genre.
Yeah. Genre.
This is like, yeah, look, it's so The Ring and whatever the fuck. But yeah, so,
in a cheap way. You're like,
so,
I've seen this. Like,
yeah, so here's the thing, though. What is that?
It's her mind.
Yeah, it's just her mind,
it's just
right?
her mind.
Okay, so that's what makes sense there? Okay.
Yeah, that's it. She's running away from,
cool shot.
From nothing.
When is the shot where she's running around from above? Because that shot was... Oh, this is great. This.
Oh, and the door gets blown?
Well, just the sound design on that is fantastic. Dope!
Her head gets so knocked around. She's like concussed twice.
She's double concussed. Oh, this guy has maybe the coolest name I've ever heard in my life.
What is his name?
Detective Kakoa Shaw.
What?
Ready? Listen. Hold on.
Oh.
Hold on. Ready? Listen. Oh, I thought you were going to say, Morning, Kakoa Shaw.
Mr. Kakoo.
Come on, say your fucking name.
So I've actually I think
what do you recognize one of them?
Well, no, I think he's supposed to be a stand-in for James Wan.
He looks like a mix of James Wan and Lee Winnell.
And that is his wife, by the way.
Correct. His new wife. Because I'm pretty sure he was with someone else for a long time. Yeah, and they came up with the story together, I believe.
Interesting. I wonder if he was just like, hey, honey, you want to get your name credited on a movie?
Why
like,
not?
Fuck, yeah, exactly.
Literally do whatever you... But for me, I'm like, it's got all the charm of like a... I don't know, charm is not the right way to put it, I guess, but it's got all the quirks of almost like a first-time film.
Yes.
But it's his, like, not only his 10th film, but he has made giant billion-dollar movies.
Exactly. Yeah, after Aquaman and seeing fucking, what's his name, all wet. Like, wait, what's it? No, who's the guy from The Conjuring?
Patrick Wilson.
Patrick Wilson.
Yeah.
He's the bad guy.
I saw them all wet.
Yeah, they were all so wet.
They were all soaked.
Willem, he was wet.
Willem soaked. Game of Thrones, Jason Momoa.
That's right, Mr.
Jay
Momoa. Jay Momoa.
Jay Horror, Jay Momoa.
They say Aquaman 2 is going to be even wetter.
That's the tagline.
Even wetter.
Wetter is better. That's the tagline on the poster.
Jason Momoa gets a tattooed on his bicep.
Wetter is better. No.
This is my new thing.
They make it look like a trailer for like a new Batman movie, and then Batman gets splashed out of frame. And he comes in and goes, wetter is better.
Aquaman surfing. Whoa, bro.
I mean, I would love to see it. I would love to see it.
James Wan would do it.
James Wan put a drumming octopus in Aquaman.
That's right. Some Flintstones shit.
Yes. This, by the way, again, this reminds me of Split a little bit. Do you remember the movie Split?
That's when the guy makes the creature that he fucks.
No. That's Splice.
That's Splice.
That's close. Split was the one that M. Night Shyamalan did with James McAvoy have different personalities.
Oh, I like that one, and I like the sequel.
You liked Glass?
Yeah, I did.
I fucking hated it. Wow, that's crazy.
I liked it for the same reason I like this. I thought it was a goof show.
Just insane.
It was just a goof show.
With M. Night Shyamalan, I don't think he's trying to make a goof show.
Yeah, that might have just been laughing at him.
Kakoa Shaw.
Kakoa Shaw.
He does literally look like James Wan and Lee Winnell did like a face-off or something. But no, so I wish this went somewhere. This is such an interesting detail, and I was like, oh, that's kind of fun.
But like nothing, like you said, nothing happens.
But she's just an actor. But then they never really do anything with it. But whatever.
They could have.
Yeah.
They could have, but they didn't.
But so, what was I just gonna say? With like Split. Oh, see.
Oh yeah, I got it. Yeah.
Once in a while, you might have to do that. With Split, the people were complaining. They were like, yeah, this movie really sort of like makes light of like an actual mental illness, blah blah blah.
Mental illness.
It's like what did they? Because they were calling it just like DID, dissociative identity disorder, or whatever. Even though it's like not, they were like using a real term to describe their like supernatural thing in the movie.
I see, but it's like it's funny. It's maybe they were trying to be progressive and not try to offend anybody because I could have just said she's fucking crazy.
Yeah, right. But they
she's
used like
just
a real
fucking
thing.
Crazy.
But
man.
so in this, I'm seeing people saying similar things about her and her trying to have a baby, and they're using this sort of lightly, and I'm like, yeah, but it's like it has a good purpose. It makes sense, like feeding off of a life. Like it actually makes sense.
No. Wait, I mean, what the whole thing with Gabriel?
Not makes sense. I'm saying makes sense for the movie. I'm saying they're like her having like these miscarriages. It's like people. I saw some people saying they're making light of a real serious thing.
Miscarriage. It's
and I'm
not
like,
fun.
Yeah, it's not fun. Of course not. That's horrible. But for the purpose of this movie, the type of movie this is, I think it makes complete sense what they're doing with it.
It does,
sense.
but you know that argument doesn't make any sense anyway. Because if you watch a movie where someone is murdered, it's like, well, what about all the people with family?
Or I always say, like, yeah, someone gets hit by a car, and it's like, well, my dad got hit by a car. This is
like,
fucked up. Yeah.
Take it out of the movie now.
But, like, it just reminded me of Split a little bit, where people were like, this is a real serious thing, and you're making light of it. And it's like, they're not really making light of it, you know? It's, it's part of the movie.
It's also a film. It's a motion picture.
Well, you know, I mean, we get that, no problem. But I do, when I see people talking about things like that,
I'm not
the lollipop.
Did
she
he just eat
put
it?
a lollipop in her mouth.
That's her thing.
It's just such a stupid little thing.
Like, they're obviously, like, the stereotype detectives.
Yeah. But, like, perfectly so.
Yeah.
Perfectly.
Like, even, like, her character is like, that's fucking stupid. Like, I think she literally says, like, how stupid the movie is at one point.
Yeah, it's,
She's
later
like,
on, she makes fun of something.
Yeah, she's like, do you realize what you just said? Like, do you know how stupid it sounds?
I almost wish she went even further. I wish she even do it more.
You know what? Sometimes I think, do you think this movie would have been better without the opening scene? Or do you think it needs it to establish that there's something happening?
It needs it, and we never got back to that line, the cancer line. That line is so great because the title of the movie is Malignant.
Yeah.
You think of a tumor.
Uh-huh.
Then she says, it's time to cut the cancer out. And you're like, what is this about exactly? I think it's literally like sleight of hand. It has you thinking that there's a literal malignant cancer-related thing.
Yes.
Like you're literally it like beats you over the head with cancer things, and you don't really. I think you might not consider the fact that cancer is also used as a term of like, you know, something is cancerous, like a concept can be cancerous. Something that's ruining something is cancerous.
Yes.
It's not just literally cancer. So I think the movie right out of the gate is like misdirecting you over here so that you're thinking throughout like, there's cancer?
Yeah.
And it's malignant. What?
Yeah.
And you're not thinking about the fact that what she meant is cut the cancer out, cut this fucking freaky thing out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's what she meant. This thing is cancer. Like that's what she was saying.
I am the backwards cancer man. Holy shit, it's so...
I want to see the Marlboro Man try to run backwards.
Do you mean...
Speaking of cancer, man.
I thought you meant Joe Camel for a second.
No, that too.
Yeah.
That's actually maybe even better.
I want to see the Marlboro Man and Joe Camel fight.
Do a race backwards.
Yeah. See who can get cancer first.
You and me smoke.
And run backwards. The most confusing fucking thing anyone's ever seen, and they don't
explain it. The new Olympic event.
Backwards cigarette running.
Yeah, so also
hey,
this
if curling can be an event.
Imagined as well.
Yeah, this is just to spook you. This is just to be like, oh, there's a ghost chasing her. It's like when they said like malignant, cancerous, all that stuff. I'm thinking that like they're referring to a demon again. It's
right. Which and they misdirect you with that later on too, because she called it the devil.
Which that's not even properly explained either. Which
it's just because she heard a voice in her head and she thought it was the devil, the little girl.
Yeah,
but that's great because this is literally Insidious.
Yes,
this happens in Insidious. So honestly, I was in the theater like this.
What is he doing?
I literally thought to myself, the way you watch his movies again.
Yeah,
this again. For the first time, I was feeling a James Wan this again moment. But it's sort of like. We're still in the first act is all misdirect.
Yes.
The first act is tricking you into thinking it's a different movie.
And it succeeds. This is an amazing shot.
This is unbelievable.
But like for nothing is happening though. It's like
it's just showing off.
And like in the context of the movie, she's just running from
around.
no one.
Yeah.
Like
He's literally just showing off. He's like, look
Yeah.
at all these cool things I do. Yeah.
Eat your fucking heart out. What's the guy who made that show on Netflix? A Haunting of
Mike Flanagan.
Mike Flanagan. Yeah.
Did you not like Hill House?
I love Hill House.
You're saying like,
Was it
yeah, like
Eat Your
they're like
Fucking
at
Heart
war.
Out? Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that one take episode.
Yes.
Did you watch Blind Manor?
The
The follow-up
second
show?
season?
Yeah.
Yes.
Season 2, quote
Not
unquote,
as
new story.
good. Not as good.
Yeah, it was more emotional than like a
Probably
scary.
never gonna watch it again.
No, I would watch Hill House again.
Yes. Yeah.
Also, I just went to Horror Nights.
they have a
It had
Hill
Hill
House
House and it was
Hill House house.
Hill House House. That sounds like Hill House House. And he's got his new show. Keep in mind, he directed, I'm pretty sure, all of Hill House, Mike Flanagan.
Yes.
Who's great. He's great.
Yeah, he is. He's good.
Blind Manor, he only did the first episode. He was a little
Makes
distant
sense.
from that.
Makes
yeah.
sense.
But he has a new one coming out
Where
called...
it's all him.
Yeah, I think so. And it's called maybe Hell House or something. I don't know.
Hell
Houses. Yeah. No, what is
He
it
loves
called?
houses.
Maybe it's called like What the Hell?
There's a guy shrugging.
I
his
don't
shoulders.
remember what it's called, but it's no, it's called Midnight Mass. And I think it's coming to Netflix or maybe it's HBO. I don't know. But that's coming soon, and I think it's all him, and I cannot fucking wait to
Oh,
watch
I'm
it.
down. I'm
Yeah.
ready for that.
That's one of those things where sometimes I see people saying like, "Oh, is Eric going to do tracks for Midnight Mass?" And I'm like, "No,
Yeah,
I want to
it's
watch
like-
that."
yeah,
Blind Manor,
correct.
I was less concerned. We did tracks for Blind Manor on first watch, but that wasn't all Mike Flanagan, so I was less concerned about that. You know. This is another one where people, when I retweeted you, when you said you dug Malignant, I retweeted you and you see someone was like, "Did you guys do a track?" And I was like, hell fucking no. I would never watch a James Wan movie
Correct.
talking over it
Yeah.
for the first time. You kidding me?
I would never watch any movie I actually want to see.
Right.
and, like,
There's a certain category.
Yeah.
First, this is one of two shots that really stuck out to me. This is so symbolic. You think she's just looking at the wall.
She's looking at her shadow.
Correct. But it's like so intentional right out of the gate. And then, of course, that's insane. Also, is she like on the next level?
She had
Did
really
she
long legs.
climb the house?
Wait, hold on now.
Where is
Wait,
she?
you're right. What the fuck just happened?
What the fuck is going on?
So was it Clarissa Explains It All where she had the boyfriend with the ladder?
All right.
Yeah.
Not the boyfriend. Hey, they were just friends.
Yeah, they were just friends.
Yeah, whatever, down the block.
Yeah, that's right. I always thought
Every
that was...
dad's worst nightmare. A kid with a ladder.
Oh, no.
Just tall enough to reach your little baby
Your
girl's
daughter's room. Hey, kid, what's the ladder for?
Nothing.
I want to know how she got up there. Damn it.
But also, okay, so there's one of two shots. That shot, you're supposed to think she's looking at the wall, but like it's so. Look at how bright it is.
Yeah.
On her.
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
Where's
almost,
the
it's
light
like a
source?
spotlight.
Where's the light source right now? Look, think about it. Like the light is coming from the
What time
windows.
of day is it that it's coming through that window like that?
I think the light is coming from behind her. Correct?
Yeah, and it's not the rest of the room. Like it's just on them. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
But again, I'm saying that in a good way of like it's so intentional. And so, but at the time, when I was first watching the movie, I didn't get it. And then after the movie ended, I was like, I remember that shot where she's looking at her shadow. I do remember that. And there's another shot later on, a great mirror shot.
Don't recall it, but
Wait
to me.
Wait until you see. You're going to be like that fucker when you see it.
Have you seen the Red Letter Media guys talk about this movie?
Yes. I'm a type that like I'm on the road after I see the movie and I want to listen to all the reviews.
Yeah,
all my buddies and Red Letter Media and people like that, like everybody.
I didn't know.
Even Stuckman
but
did
it's
one.
like, but they pointed out like another part. I didn't even realize the first time I watched
The
it,
house?
but like the house, which
Yeah.
is like it's part of like now that I realize it, it's like it all falls into the same like I'm purposefully generating this kind of like fake false. Okay, when this music played, I'm like, what's happening?
Did you
now?
recognize it?
Oh, of course.
Right away?
They cover this song and everything.
So I didn't recognize it right away. I recognized it the second time. Not the first time. I don't know why. But I will say this. First of all, that moment was hysterical because the music hit when she said, adopted.
Yes. It's so ridiculous. It's like that is when I was like half sure. I'm like, he's doing something.
Yeah, something's going on.
Yeah.
But I will say that little cover is sick. And the way they use it in this movie, by the end, I felt like, when like we watched Spiral, when the Saw music comes in, and
it all
it's like,
kind of,
something's happening. You get a chill, It
like
this
the
did,
theme,
it did it for me.
the
Later
theme.
on, later on, it hits again, and I was like,
yeah.
whoa!
That's that's really sharp when you can do that with the same song like
multiple times in the movie,
times.
and like a weird like digitalized cover of "Where Is My Mind."
Yeah, it's just like I said, it's like it's
that is so on the nose.
If you look out for it, it's like tons and tons of movies and TV shows where it's like, oh, a cover of "Where's My Mind."
Right. Well, I think of Fight Club. We were talking about Fight Club. I always think of Fight Club.
Well, that's just a song.
Oh my god,
it's not a cover.
How fucking stupid are we?
What are
It's
we?
obviously intentional. They're the same person. How fucking stupid are we?
You think so? You think that's intentional?
The number when you hear that song, the first movie you think of is Fight Club. And they're the same person. Oh, it has to be intentional.
I like this idea.
This is fucking genius, man. This movie is so
even if
good.
that's not real, it's like for him to have he has the balls to do this because he's got the cash.
He can literally do anything he wants.
He can.
Yeah.
So,
more than anybody. People
say
say Christopher Nolan can do anything he wants. I'm pretty sure James Wan has more return on investment than Chris Nolan.
He absolutely does.
Because his movies cost like nothing half the time, and they
exactly.
make $1 billion.
Exactly. Christ.
It really is amazing to think that he probably literally went to, and you know what? Kudos to Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers was smart enough to not fuck they fucked some people. They fucked a lot of people over in the pandemic with the straight to HBO Max thing. Like Nolan left, but with this at least, you know what? Maybe that's why this got greenlit, because they were like, we don't want to fuck with anybody. No, but this must have been shot before the pandemic. Anyway, point is, good for them for knowing James Wan is a golden goose. Every egg he lays is $1 billion golden egg. Let's let him do anything he wants.
Hands
they probably thought, this is a piece of shit.
But it doesn't matter.
Yeah, right.
We will get our money back regardless.
Yes.
You can't lose on the bet.
This costs like $40 million. There's no way it's not going to make enough to maybe not in theaters, but
considering where they go with some of the stuff in this movie, that's relatively cheap. That's
he's still the sensibilities are all low budget. There's some bigger budget moments. Like the CG, honestly, is probably the most expensive part. There's some CG stuff.
Yeah, I mean, and probably all the crazy camera moves and stuff like that. There's some
shot over the house. Yeah,
choreography here.
So, by the way, does the music hit again here? Hold on.
It does.
That was sick.
Yeah.
That looked so good. Right now, ready? Or does it not hit here?
No, it does.
It does?
It does. I'm 100% sure.
And now, right now, you know what I'm thinking in the theater. I'm like,
so yeah,
dude,
again,
it's like the Saw theme though.
Yeah.
Literally, I'm watching this and I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah. So
okay, is this the part where you see her crawling around in the background? Not yet.
No.
Okay. That looks like Saw. Yes, this is it.
So you see that big fan?
Yes.
Definitely not on the house.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I'm sorry. This is right. Let's spoil it.
That's the house.
That's the attic.
And there's no giant fan on that house.
Why does she have an industrial attic? Okay, so look. Keep in mind she's backwards. This is so cool. Look at that. Also, the falling over is so brilliant.
I didn't realize that.
Because it's like getting your bearings. They literally had to do this.
Yeah.
I love the voice.
So
too.
yeah,
it's great.
This is when I was obviously.
What were you thinking? I had
this
a thought
point,
here. What was
what
your
I
thought?
was thinking? Okay, so James Wan is going for 80s slasher, supernatural, like corny horror.
Sure.
He was attempting something. I'm
Right.
like, okay, he's doing like a throwback or something.
Real quick, ready? Dr. Weaver. Yes, can I help you?
Yeah. I am
no
the bad guy.
reaction? Can you imagine answering the phone? Mike Peterson.
Oh, hey.
Hello? Yeah.
What's up?
She doesn't give a fuck about the voice. Which, you know why? It's because she probably didn't hear the voice for real. They probably recorded it way later on.
Yeah.
So
They
she
were like,
doesn't
you're getting
know.
a phone call.
You're just getting a phone call. Don't worry about it. Dr. Weaver. Yes? How may I direct your call? Awesome weapon, by the way.
Yes, I
the
like
weapon
it.
is
Yeah.
so sick.
It's iconic.
Yes,
know?
it's a visual thing that you would notice again.
Yeah.
So what I was gonna say though about the in that moment in the attic, when you saw that was the first time that we really full on saw the villain, quote unquote. Because earlier on it was phasing in and out. Which by the way, I just realized
Thought it was a ghost.
it does make sense that it was phasing in and out because it was in her head. You were right. You said that. When it's crawling over and like jittery,
But
I'm
no,
like,
the boyfriend
oh,
saw it. Boyfriend saw it.
yeah. Not jittery though.
No, the boyfriend didn't see
Just
her.
saw her zipping around the room.
Yeah.
But when she sees her, it's like
And
jittery.
also, these what is up with these radios?
It's just so they can talk through it.
Yeah, no, but like the style of radio, they all look like industrial.
Because they have to be analog for him to talk through. I guess that's the idea.
No, I mean there are regular radios, right?
Well, this is
looks like that's something
present day too.
It looks like that's something you would have like on a war, like on the back of a
maybe
tank.
Maybe she's a veteran. You don't know. Don't judge.
Could be.
He also could have they could have made him like talk through the lights, like
like Morse code.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's an idea. But so in that moment in the attic, which of course we don't know it's the attic at that point, but that may be the best moment in the whole movie, by the way, when she plummets, yeah, because I did not see that coming.
No,
that was and my theater was like shocked. Oh, what the fuck was that?
But like,
wait, what was that?
It was a little boy. It looked like a little boy. That's when I was like, "This is
supposed to be Gabriel."
This is what I would have been if I grew up.
It doesn't make any sense what that was.
No, that was.
Well, you know what? The only sense is again, she's seeing things.
Yes, but it doesn't make any sense why she would be seeing.
She could see.
Maybe it was her young actress. Maybe it was with the
her
bald
kid.
hair. Wait,
maybe her as a kid.
Was she bald at one point? No.
Oh wait, did a murder just happen? Is that what just happened?
A murder? What?
When her head bleeds, does that mean that she just blacked out? Oh! This is about to happen. That's right.
That's right. She's actually in the other house. She's not in her house right now.
She is not in her house right now. Correct. Which that's pretty cool. On a rewatch, like that's interesting to keep that in mind.
I like the transitions. They're neat.
Cool. In the background.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as soon as this happened, I'm like, oh, the villain is her. Like the monster is fake. It's gonna be like like a mask or something.
So
like
you thought it was her.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean,
I thought so. I had it up different. Ready? In the attic. Here's what I thought to myself. Let me say it now because I'm gonna keep forgetting. I thought to myself, oh, that thing we saw at the beginning was on the back of her head.
Oh,
because of the bleeding.
Okay.
And so I was like, oh, we're going to cut back to that scene and it's going to pull around and show a little girl like asleep with that thing screaming and yelling.
Oh, geez. I never guessed.
But here's the thing. I thought that, but here's what I thought. I thought, let's cut the cancer out. They separated it and that thing went on to grow up on its own. And I never in a million years thought that it was her.
Well, yeah.
I thought that it was actually her evil twin.
Well, yeah, there's
literally.
There is a point where I thought the same thing. I never
physically separated.
Yes. Yeah. I thought it was going to be like a regular Siamese baby. Like it
right,
was
because that's real.
Like conjoined at the hip or something like that.
Yeah.
But the whole growing out of the head thing, like never in a million years.
Never in a million years. But again, so right now, I thought that was Gabriel. And when we see him, I was like, oh, it's going to be like a weird creature.
He just grew up.
But grew up. Yeah, like maybe it's you thought that they destroyed him, but like they actually let him grow up in a lab.
Yes.
And then he escaped and he's out. I 1,000% thought that was a separate physical entity from our main character. But I knew I was like, I bet it was connected at her head because her head keeps bleeding.
Yeah,
and so we are because I thought, I obviously didn't understand that it literally was him back there, but I thought, oh, the only reason they included the scene of her getting her head hit was so that we would not question the bleeding throughout the movie.
Right.
And the real reason for the bleeding is because that's where they cut him off.
That's where he
in the 90s,
where he emerges somehow.
Right, but but I thought it was just because it was where they cut him off. Completely.
Like her wound opened
up, an old wound opened up.
Yeah.
Yes, and I was like, oh, tricky. They're only doing the blood thing. They're making us think it's from when she got hit. I didn't.
Close.
Shit.
You're close.
I think everybody gets close. Nobody.
No one fucking
gets it on the money.
Like, but
because I've seen a lot of guesses. And people are like, I thought this, I thought that.
I would have loved to been in the theater for that scene. But like,
man, I'll tell you when we.
Like I was saying, like I already said it before. But like I was laughing like nonstop for the last 30 minutes.
Did you watch it alone or with family or anything? Or
I watched it.
This is something your dad would like.
I watched it with my dad. Yeah.
Did he like it?
Yeah. I don't know.
Your dad's hard to read with that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah, because like once it ended, he was like, "Yep, that was Malignant." That's what he said.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
Stop talking to me.
Yeah. he did that to me over Enter the Void. He was like,
which is a movie that you like.
I like it. He was like,
okay.
I heard you like this movie, so I watched it, and those are 2 hours I'll never get back. And he's like,
tear in his eye.
He said it right to my face. He's like, I thought you were fucking insane. Like,
That's okay. I brought my family to see Swiss Army Man, and they were like,
Oof,
"What the fuck is wrong with you?"
Oh boy, yeah. Can't really explain that one to mom.
No.
Yeah.
Come on, farts. Come on.
But they're beautiful.
Beautiful farts. Oh, by the way, let's talk about how you could look at me as hypocritical this year with this movie and another movie that I hated.
What was that?
Oh, listen. Oh, it's not the song. Never mind.
No.
This song is sick though right now. Dude,
Cool
what an
weapon.
awesome montage here. That's the house?
It doesn't make any sense.
Dude, the music is so sick.
Reminds me of Seven.
Yeah. Well, people said that about Saw. And then Spiral,
really?
because Spiral was like
All S
doing
movies.
the first Saw thing. Yeah.
What were you going to
No,
say?
it's different. This sounds like Dead Silence. Oh,
We were just
I was going to say there's another movie this year. So
that's right.
I love this movie because, well, for a lot of reasons, but a big reason is because I love when a film just goes for it, whether I
Yes,
like it or not.
I appreciate the effort.
I can walk out of a movie and say that sucked, but I appreciate that they followed their vision.
Because there's so much blandness, like people going by the numbers, like,
Right.
oh yeah, it was an okay movie, I guess. Because
Even if I don't like it, though, I at least appreciate that.
Yes.
Because my review, my ratings system is like -2 to +2, and a 0 is the worst you can be. And
'Cause you don't remember it,
a
yeah.
regular basic ass movie is 0. If I hate a movie and it's a -2, that's at least memorable.
Exactly. I agree.
Old, the new M. Night Shyamalan movie.
Oh, really?
Did you see it?
No.
Horrible. I thought
not
it was
surprised.
horrible.
Really?
Horrible.
I'm
It was like The
shocked.
Happening. It was like that
Wow.
level of awkward, stilted bullshit.
Can you spoil it for me right now? Or do you? I guess you don't want to
There's
say
nothing
it.
even to say. No, I won't on this just in case. But like, it's just it takes place on one of those rare beaches where you get old.
Oh, okay.
Have you seen that meme?
I saw the trailer.
Must be that rare beach I heard about.
That's hysterical.
But so
I thought you were gonna say another movie. But continue.
no, but so my point is, and I love M. Night and I love James Wan. So it's just it's hit or miss. You know what I mean? But well, James Wan's always a hit for me. But with M. Night, he's hit or miss. I thought Glass was a piece of shit. I thought Old sucked ass. But the thing is, he went for it. He did his thing, and I appreciate that.
Yes.
That was not a 0 down the middle because it was like so bad that you can't forget it.
Yeah.
By the way, I have a friend, my buddy Zach, loved that movie, loved Old, and hated this.
Interesting. People
But
are
so
weird.
that's why these movies feel similar in that way, because it's someone doing exactly what they want to do. Take it or leave it. And I appreciate that. I do.
I have a direct opposite example for this theory,
Okay.
which I agree with you, but there's another thing that didn't turn out great this year. Have you seen Neil Blomkamp's new horror movie? Sucked.
What is it called?
Sin.
I remember he was making the rounds.
Sinner or something. I don't remember.
I don't remember. Hey, we gotta talk about this real quick.
So yeah, Silver Cup is a studio in Long Island City that is very famous. They shoot lots of TV shows and movies there. I worked there as a PA.
Dude, can you say for what movies?
I worked on White Collar.
Okay, right. Okay,
yeah,
yep.
White Collar there. I did movies outside of Silver Cup.
Avengers and stuff was not part of.
that was all.
That was
on,
unrelated.
that was all
okay.
on
You
location.
did PA work. I don't know if you said PA work, right?
Yeah, working in Silver Cup is the best because you're inside of a studio and you're not in the streets of New York.
Oh, right.
So that obviously must have just been like a reference.
It's so-
because
yeah,
it's the
otherwise it's
same.
so random.
It's the sign.
It's the sign. You sent me a picture, and I was like, "Yeah, that's it."
But yeah, so Neil Blomkamp's
movie. Okay.
Is
Is that a case of a singular vision, but it was horrible, or?
Well, it was made during the pandemic.
Okay.
So there was obviously
Strike
a lot of there was a lot of limitations there where it was like
no characters on screen.
There were times where it was like he should have just not made it. It was like
wait to make it.
Yes,
yeah.
but even if he did, it was just like it was Neil Blomkamp doing his thing on his own. It was like crowdfunded. I think it was like a tiny movie, tiny.
Was it all during the pandemic?
Yes.
Even the crowdfunding aspect of it.
I don't think so.
So it was planned before the pandemic.
You know what? Maybe not because like
a lot of people did get this weird feeling during the pandemic of like I've got to make something.
I got to make something. So I think that's what happened.
Yeah,
I think
like, you don't have to make anything. Actually,
no, he shouldn't have. He should have waited. But and I like I think Neil Blomkamp could be, is a good director sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes one time.
Yeah, one time, yeah. But no, his shorter things. Have you ever?
Oh
seen
yeah,
his
yeah,
short
yeah.
films?
You're
It's
right.
like-
I didn't see Chappie. I thought Elysium was lame.
Yeah, they were.
know.
It's like
Yeah.
they're all not that great.
Right,
But
right.
he is a director that has like a noticeable style, and
Sure.
that's something that I can latch on
Yeah,
to.
fair. I'll give you that. Yeah. Also, he
but-
seems like a nice guy. I'm not disparaging.
Yeah,
Like I like him. Yeah.
But it just sucked. Just fucking. There's just
So-
nothing good about that
okay.
movie. It's like, just terrible.
Interesting.
Just terrible.
I didn't even. I barely heard about it.
Sometimes when a director has the power to do anything they want, sometimes it's not the best.
Star Wars prequels too, not to get into like huge movies, but
No,
like that's
yeah.
a good example of that.
Yeah.
But you know what?
I
But
prefer the prequels now.
for the same reason.
Yes.
At least it's someone doing their thing and not just like by
Exactly.
committee.
It's like
So that is a good example.
it's like I kind of miss how insane George Lucas is. I miss his insanity.
I would you know what though? And that's why like I said, old at least is memorable bad. It's not down the middle boring bullshit.
Yeah, like
I'll take old over just a nothing movie.
like the
any
newest
day
Star Wars. That was nothing. That was
the new trilogy, all those whatever.
no,
I
the
didn't-
last of the new
most
trilogy.
Rise of the whatever the fuck.
Whatever.
Rise of
Skywalker
Skywalker,
Returns. Fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
But you know what's
That's
great?
terrible.
Mandalorian. Now we're
Then watch it. You see, I don't watch. I know I heard it's great, but you're right. Like watching the newer trilogy, I was like, this is by committee. This is like
committee
by
the
committee.
numbers.
I much prefer, like, even though the prequels aren't good, I prefer something that someone
Artistic-
cares about.
a spirit.
No one
a
cared
soul.
about these things. Yeah, right.
It's like the prequels had a soul.
Yes.
It was a dumb soul.
But that does tie into what we're talking about here, though, because this, whether you like it or not, you cannot watch this movie and say,
this was a by the numbers.
yeah, this
like,
is just typical bullshit.
cash
Like,
grab.
what are you? It is the least typical movie maybe I've ever seen.
It's
It's
just
insanity.
James Wan wanting to just fuck with everybody. It's
Yeah.
great. I love when people are brave enough to do shit
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
I like this scene.
And yeah,
It's a good transition
And he
by
could
having
literally
like the
also do whatever the fuck he
the
wants
light
too.
kind
Oh,
of.
also, yeah, I do love the light.
Well, no, it's
I'm a
like
s-
that's how you knew. It's like she did. The room didn't morph
Right,
around
that's how
her
you
yet.
know that
Yeah,
she's in the other room, right? Also looks very dead silence. The red light coming through the window. You don't remember that movie, no way.
Absolutely none.
But I love it, and I watched it not long ago. And I will say, this is, if you have to put this in a category with other James Wan movies, for sure, you put it in the category with Dead Silence. I'll say that,
Well,
without question.
the more ridiculous angle of his, yeah.
Because that movie was literally just like, wow, this would be a funny twist. Let's make a movie around it.
Yes. I want.
Oh, this is fucked. Right?
Yeah, that was
Oh!
great. It's
Dude. Fucking nuts.
classic horror. It's like
Like holding the thing up, like
Yeah.
it's so like intentional.
it's like
Oh, there's the face. Ah!
yeah. Now you know it's like some kind of fucking demon, like or an
Well,
yeah.
but again, keep in mind, I thought it was a separate entity. So in that moment, I was like, I'm right. That's her. That's her fucking.
the tumor boy.
The
At
tu-
that
yeah,
point,
it's her
yeah,
tumor
so- yeah.
twin. Yeah. Wait, does the music hit here or no? Not yet, does it? Hold on. I just love the music hit, man. That.
It's the last movie you would ever. It's the last song you would ever put into a horror film.
Yes. Which? Oh, but let's talk
Ever.
about that. Oh, wait, ready?
It was a monster.
Let's listen.
It was a grape face.
No, not there. Okay. It was a
No.
grape face.
It was a
He had a
grape-
green eye. This scene in this room.
It looks like they're in purgatory. Look at the outside.
It looks like they're in like Beetlejuice world.
Yeah,
They have to
yeah,
go and Find out
exactly.
if they're going to heaven or hell or
Exactly.
whatever. By the way, Beetlejuice House at Horror Nights this year,
Oh, really?
incredible.
That's probably.
I don't want to
awesome.
spoil because I did like
Tim-
Horror Nights review tracks kind of that are coming out,
Ooh.
but yeah, I won't say
Oof.
too much.
That's cool. That's a cool idea. I never would have
You
thought
should
of
watch that. Maybe before you leave, I'll bring up the house. You should see it real
I'll
quick. Make a
definitely check
walkthrough.
that out.
Oh yeah, this woman is very funny in this scene. This is where she's like, "You're a fucking idiot."
No,
right?
yes, this is
Yeah.
this was put in here very
Yeah,
intentionally.
see, are we really having this conversation? What are we doing? It's also funny because. All right.
Wikipedia Brown.
Wikipedia Brown.
What is that a reference to?
Encyclopedia Brown.
Oh, that's even dumber to say Wikipedia.
Wait, the funniest joke in the whole movie. I laughed. It was one of the hardest One of the hardest times I've laughed in as long as I can remember. The Goonies joke. You'll see when it comes up. They try to draw it. They do like a police sketch of what this thing looks like.
I don't remember.
You'll see. This is not like good for her. By the way,
why would you bring her?
Yeah. No. I'm saying going to the police and saying, "I'm telling you, he killed again."
I know where the body is.
Yeah, right.
I know when
I
it
know
happened.
the body is. I know exactly what happened.
It's almost like I was there. And my DNA will be there too.
Oh, I love that too, by the way. It's hysterical.
This song.
No, but we cracked up at that moment where they look at each other sort of like everyone in the theater was fucking crying, laughing at any like little relationship thing because we all knew it's so inappropriate.
Yeah.
It is not the time. Nice.
What
Classic characters. Oh. I sometimes like leave my door open if I'm like moving in and out, and it would be hilarious if the timing worked out so that cops came in thinking something horrible happened, and I'm just like cleaning. If I was like literally the door here, like I like had it open when I was like moving something to a car or whatever. If like the cops showed up in that moment,
the door was open.
Yeah, right.
What kind of crazy person?
Her face. She went like this.
Oh. Yeah, it's Twin Peaks season 3. There's a scene where like very similar
The
cop.
HBO season?
Yeah, the Showtime
Newer
season.
Yeah,
Where it's like
Showtime.
a cop finds like a dead body just like this, and he just goes, "Uh-oh." It's so funny.
Oh, this is it.
Oh,
Ready?
God.
Listen. Listen. The fucking
like-
theater, we all were like screaming, laughing at that. That was
I
fucking
hope
hilarious.
those people who were laughing like understood that they're supposed to be laughing, like
Right? It's like it's insane.
because they're literally spelling it out for you with her character.
What?
They're
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
Look how stupid this is.
I
Like,
want a shirt with that on it.
that drawing, and it says,
Oh, this is the shot I was talking about. This is a shot during the movie. I thought to myself, like the shadow shot. Remember, I said I was like in the movie I was watching. I was like, this is so intentional.
There's like a metaphor.
I was like, it's so intentional, and I don't know why.
They're drawing attention.
But I
to
remembered it.
Yeah.
This is the second shot in the movie where I thought to myself, this is so intentional, but I don't know why.
Uh-huh.
And then when the movie ended, of course, I thought back to both of those shots, and I was like, brilliant. Watch this.
Let's see. Is she gonna?
You
walk
tell me if you
backwards?
think I'm wrong about this. Ready? I think I'm right on the money. There's no way this is not. I love the fucking. I usually hate that, but in this movie, I don't care. I usually hate like fake iPhone static. That doesn't happen.
Yeah, it doesn't. No.
Ready?
Dude.
I love that. Look, right now, this shot. Hold on. When they show it again, I think it's the more intentional version of it. Ready? Yeah. Literally, we're seeing both of their faces right now.
Ah.
Right? You
Okay.
see what I'm saying?
Okay, I get it.
Doesn't that look intentional? He's literally under her hair.
Under the hair, yeah.
Talking. Right?
So
I literally was thinking, I was like, this has to be intentional. When I thought back, when I watched the movie the first time, I didn't understand that he was on the back of her head.
Uh-huh.
But I was like, her standing in the mirror feels so just intentional. You see so much of the back of her head. So much of it.
Yeah.
And I was like, there's something weird going on. And it reminded me of the shadow shot. And then when the movie ended, I thought back to those shots and I was like,
Son of a bitch.
I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm reading too into it. But I think that literally the point is there's a mirror there. Yeah, she backs back up to it, right?
Yeah, like the
They're-
angle.
yeah,
The
literally,
angle is very.
They're both
yeah.
there talking.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
basically not even on the phone right now.
Yeah.
Wait
Right,
a minute.
she-
Wait.
Yeah.
He can make phone calls with his mind.
It's not actually making a phone.
No,
oh,
the
no,
police.
It rang.
The police get the phone call.
And it rang just now. You're right. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
he not only can he suck up electricity, speak through. He can make phone calls.
Collect calls.
Yeah.
It comes on. Hello, do you accept the charges?
A collect call from the back of your head.
Where is her cell phone rings? Where is my mind?
Oh, it's a ringtone.
Oh, and this also, of course, was like, again, I'm thinking to myself, I still think that I've got it all figured out and it's two separate entities.
Yeah.
And so when he's like, what? I left it on your desk. That's why you brought her in. First of all, it's identical to her.
Oh my God, the technology we have is incredible.
But again, I'm sitting there thinking to myself, like, see, I'm right. I'm still, everything that happens makes me think that I'm right. I still think I'm right.
Yeah.
And I was right about the one aspect of it, but so beyond wrong about the other.
Man. I can't wait.
I cannot wait to get to it. This movie's already, like, we're not even there yet, and it's worth watching again just because the anticipation right now for me is, like, palpable. I cannot wait.
It's like, we've been watching this for a while now, and it still hasn't, like, even shown its hand, like,
not at all, not even slightly. And it's funny because watching it again, that opening scene, like you said, feels very blatant.
Yes, yeah.
Almost too much. But somehow not. Somehow you're still like, what is that? What was that scene?
Yeah, like after I said it, I'm like, for the joke to come full circle.
You need that.
You need that.
Yeah. All right, well, fuck you, Mom. Who is Gabriel? Mom, I'm adopted.
Yeah. Holy shit. See, like, uh-oh.
My God.
It's like, I remember the tapes that she shows her. That was the trailer. And
had you seen the trailer ahead of time?
I saw.
I mean, it doesn't spoil anything.
No, it was the what do you call it, like, on Twitter? It's not a trailer. It's just like, I guess like a pre-roll or something like. Yeah, it's pre-roll ad.
And it's just this. They make it seem like it's like an imaginary friend.
Yeah, it was her talking to the ghost. Like, that's what I thought.
This is like literally Paranormal Activity right now.
100%.
It's the same exact thing right now.
It's like, oh, it's a spooky ghost.
But also, by the way, I think it's very ballsy that coming up very soon, they flat out spell out their misdirect. So you're saying it's my imaginary friend? And then the music hits.
Yeah.
And so I remember but here's the thing. In the movie, I literally, I didn't want, you don't lean over and like spoil your friend and be like, I figured it out. You know what I mean? But she said, it's your imaginary friend? And I literally said to myself, I did not accept that. I was like, nope. No. I know you're lying. But I think anyone that hasn't like thought of anything yet would be like, oh, wow. And it's a good trick. It's a good trick to get, if you haven't thought of anything that could be going on, you're like, oh my God, it's her imaginary friend come to life. That's interesting. Like, that's an interesting idea too. And so it's a very clever misdirect, but I just think it's so funny. I was so sure of myself in the theater that when they do the misdirect of the imaginary friend, I literally thought to myself, you're not going to get me, bitch. So, I know you're fucking lying.
Here's what I thought was happening at this point. I was sure of what happening. The hospital opening scene, I was thinking it was a separate entity too, but the hospital thing was supposed to imply that they were experimenting on multiple children.
Right.
And like it was like a
New Mutants vibes.
Something
like that.
Stranger Things.
Or Stranger Things.
Yeah.
11 and shit like that.
So
right, you're right.
Like
Better idea.
They were both psychic children. I thought she was going to have psychic powers at the end.
Right.
She basically does.
She
does,
her. Technically. Boy, if I had a nickel. Nothing Daddy. That's my new Instagram name. @Nothing Daddy.
@Nothing Daddy. Never explain it.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, let's see. This is clever. This is clever because it makes you reconsider anything you've been thinking, but not me.
Yeah.
I was like, no.
If you're not getting the movie at this point, you're gonna think that this scene is so fucking stupid. Like, I get it. I get the hate that I'm seeing, but
you're getting the if you're not on board.
If you're not on board at this point, you should be though. It's like it's not a matter of like if you like the movie or not. You should at least get that he's fucking. It
is like clearly we're doing like
this is not the movie that like they advertise.
The thing is, what's tricky? It's not a parody. It's not a spoof. It is just sort of like self-aware.
It's a bait and switch.
But not in a bad way.
And not in a bad way.
You do that in a bad way.
There's a word for it.
You know what was a bad bait and switch? Was something like, what was that fucking movie that turned into a TV show?
TV show, huh?
Catfish. You ever see that documentary, Catfish?
I remember
They
being
made
in
it
high
seem
school.
like a horror movie.
We watched the trailer in high school, and you were like, "This looks great."
And then I
like,
went to the city to see an advanced screening, and I probably came back to you and said it sucked.
Yeah, because it's not a horror movie
Not a horror
in the
movie.
slightest.
Yeah, that's a bad bait and switch.
Yeah.
And then I love The Village, M. Night Shyamalan's movie The Village, but that was a bait and switch.
Yeah, so-
they made it look like a horror movie, and it wasn't. It was a romance. There was spooky parts. But it is mostly a romance film.
Yes.
And so that's not a good bait and switch because people are expecting something. This is a bait and switch where it's like the trailers are not misleading, but they don't show you exactly what the movie is because that would ruin it for you. That would actually genuinely ruin it for you.
Yes, it would.
Yeah.
Which is
They're not trying to trick people in. Look, if you saw the trailer, you got the trailer. The movie is not so different from the trailer that you'd be like,
Yes.
I came in expecting this. And it's like, you got those things you were expecting. You got the murders. You got the spooky
It's
stuff.
a horror
You
flick.
got everything you were expecting, but a lot
could
more.
you have been expecting?
Right. What a weird... Is this her fucking bathroom?
Yeah, all of the
It's
rooms.
so empty over on the left there. Ah!
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's Colonel Sanders. That guy looks like he's CG. That man does not look real.
You know, what about him looked CG? His putty face?
Everything about him. His putty face. But you know what I like about this, by the way? We're going quicker now because we get the idea.
Yeah.
So we're like, just get to the kill. You know what I mean? Like, let's hurry the fuck
get
up
to
and
it.
get to
Yeah,
the damn kill. We didn't have to follow this guy around.
Not
Not like the other guy in the other one. You know what I mean? We got it. We don't need to see the whole fucking thing play out again. Dude, I cannot wait for the chase scene.
Oh, wait, that's...
Not even happened yet. It's coming now. It's
yeah,
after this.
It happens at
What
night.
shot. Look at that. Beautiful.
That's a building.
Now that's a building.
Now that is a building. Yes, this is the chase scene, yeah.
It's coming up. Well, and what I like about this is I love in any movie, especially in like a Saw movie or something, when it happens once. This scene is straight out of Saw 1. When Danny Glover and his partner are Detective Singh, I don't remember
Yes,
his name,
yeah,
when they're chasing Jigsaw around.
Yeah.
Literally a hooded figure through the alleyways and
he's
stuff.
good at that.
It's the same thing. And of course, I was so excited, obviously, because I was like, oh, this is 2004 again.
Yeah, so...
But what I was going to say, though, is I love this because I love when something goes wrong, when the killer's plan goes wrong. Right now, the killer is not intending to be chased.
Yeah, you can tell he's not like an omnipotent demon. Like he has flaws.
Well, because it's literally physical, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God. He's on the roof, right? He's on the ceiling? Well, not that she's hearing him. Oh, that's cool. I mean, sorry, other way around. He's not hearing her.
No.
Oh, that's so sick, man.
So-
I love it.
This is the scene where I'm like, this is an action movie. Like this is like
But so, you know what's funny? But
100%.
there's similar shit like this. This looks like Saw 1 right now. Literally, that thing running away looks like Tobin. Well, not that.
Now you
Dude,
know
wait.
it's backwards.
Yeah, look.
It's
Look at
definitely
that. You can
backwards.
see it.
She's definitely running backwards.
Did
yeah.
you realize it? Though?
No, not
Me
in the
either.
sli-
Isn't that
that?
brilliant?
Yeah, that obviously.
That shot was so fucking... Dude, this is so...
Yeah, it's cool.
This is where the Aquaman... This is literally Fast and Furious part. That shot, though, I could watch this scene over and over. Look at this.
It's a really cool... It's a really cool action scene, man. And when was the last...
But also, the zoom in on him going, holy shit, reminds you like, hey, we're all on the same page. This is crazy.
Yeah, this is ridiculous.
I mean? James Wan is right there with you. We're all thinking, what the fuck is going on?
You know what's funny? I just realized, I think that we had this conversation a long time ago about like iconic horror characters, and I think the last one we thought of was Jigsaw.
And now this one,
now Mr. Backwards.
It could potentially be if they do it right. Have we talked about sequel? I think I sent you my buddy Christian's idea. I'll tell you again.
No, you didn't.
Look at the running. Did you see it?
No, I didn't. Oh,
it's terrifying.
Yes.
And by the way, they definitely don't always have him running backwards.
No, because that'd be too
ready?
hard.
Oh, ready? This is an insane. Oh no, not yet. The shot, the backwards crawl,
she, like, crawls up to
unreal. Hold on, let's see. It's coming soon. I don't want to miss it. Ready? Also, the lighting is gorgeous. Like
he's running through a haunted house.
Yeah. Well, literally, I joked. I said James Wan literally made this just to make a Horror Nights house out of it.
Yeah, he did. Look at it. You can see the line now.
Okay, it's coming. Ready? I want to see this backwards crawl. Which, again, I say it's a backwards crawl now. I did not know it was a backwards crawl when I first saw the movie.
You just thought he had fucked up
I just thought it was weird, yeah. Well, but again, we saw the creature at the beginning. I thought it was a weird... Look, here we go. Ready? Crawls in back. Yeah, look.
Yeah. Scuttle.
That was literally up. Oh, man. But you don't really think about it.
No,
in the movie. You're just
because
the whole theater went in that moment because it looks like The Exorcist.
Yeah.
And the whole theater, oh, this is nuts. Wait,
Where are they in hell? Like
this is all CG, has to be, right? No, not all of it. Maybe.
No,
that's
that-
CG.
yeah,
Look at that.
The jump
That
was
was so cool. That looked like, those games, Inside or whatever. No, is it called Inside?
Oh, yes.
Where they're side-scrolling spooky little games?
Like Limbo.
Limbo, yeah.
Yes,
that looked
yeah.
exactly like Limbo.
Yes, it did.
And I loved it.
Look at all the set design for this chase scene. Like, they don't just throw that shit on the set and start filming. Like, that's very deliberately, made that way.
Well, they're in
all the smoke.
Yeah.
What is that?
Because this is that Seattle Underground thing.
Yeah, but smoke doesn't just build
No.
up like
The
that.
smoke. Well, the smoke. I mean, that's classic Insidious.
It's just
right
for
there.
a horror movie, yeah.
Yeah. Which, by the way, this has Insidious elements because whenever it does those transitions, it reminds me a little bit of Insidious.
Like the ghost.
And
zone?
also the scene where right before the mom falls through the ceiling, they're having like a little seance moment almost.
That's right.
Remember?
Yeah.
And it's very Insidious.
Oh, and no, they're doing the exact same. They hypnotize her like just like Insidious.
Same
where they're like, this is how we bring out the ghosts.
Yep.
Like,
Yep. But it does feel in a way almost like a greatest hits, and a greatest hits and then some, because obviously all of this is just crazy.
Haunted horse carriage.
There's a title. That also could be in the Horror Nights house. Was that a horse?
It was a goofy horse.
I think he doesn't even see him again, right? I don't remember.
Well, no, he sees a. No, wait, did that already happen when he climbed up and slipped through the hole in the ceiling?
No, you're right. That's about to
yeah,
happen. Oh, yeah, right. And then he can't climb up anymore. Yeah, that's it.
Like,
Oh, here we go.
Fuck that.
I love that you can see that it's like a physical thing, though. Oh, why jump down?
Yeah, he could have just let him get away.
Could have just stayed up there.
Because he wants to kill him.
Oh, here we go. Yeah. See, like right now, definitely moving forwards. Like it's an actor moving forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like they're not going to do everything.
Well, I don't even think that was an actor. I think that was all CG.
But I'm saying even sometimes there is just someone running. Like it's not always backwards. But even later on, he seems to switch a little bit.
What's that?
Even later on, once it's revealed what's going on, it seems like Gabriel sometimes will go forward and backwards. Like it's a mix.
Yeah, because
This is it. This has to be the scene.
No giant fan I can see.
Yeah, I don't see a giant fan. It's in the back of the house, I guess. Let's see.
Who is this again? So I will say this.
Who are we talking about? Kakoa Shaw?
Oh, he looks
Which,
different.
by the way, do you think it's a reference to Kakoa Shaw? Because his first name's Kakoa, which again, coolest name I've ever heard in my life.
Kakoa?
I'm hearing Squidward. Krakatoa! Or whatever.
I thought of the same thing. I didn't want to say
Yeah,
it.
no, I thought of that. But Kakoa is a sick name. Shaw, do you remember the name of the evil, scary lady in Dead Silence?
Absolutely.
Mary Shaw. Considering that there's so much, like, I feel like there's a lot of callbacks to his previous work, and it's, again, he's going back to his roots. That has to be a reference, right? How do you name? I mean, then again, he didn't write the script.
He didn't write the script?
No, so maybe he story by him and his wife.
But he didn't write the screenplay.
Story by him and his wife, screenplay by someone that just has like some TV credits.
Interesting.
Very interesting, right? Yeah.
I wonder how that dynamic
so here we go.
worked out.
So
I learned this from a movie.
I saw Insidious. I mean, like that's obviously my dream for him to reference like his own movie as a movie in the universe of his own movie.
Has anybody done that?
I'm sure Tarantino or somebody has done it. Like, I feel like that feels like a thing he would do.
Yeah.
Definitely it's been done. Maybe like Robert Rodriguez.
Maybe.
Like maybe the Spy Kids.
Oh, wait.
Spy Kids might exist like in the Shark Boy universe. You know what I mean?
I know this is a very random reference, but remember Rubber?
Yes.
Rubber was a movie in Wrong Cops.
Yeah. I didn't see Wrong Cops, but I know. I remember you.
Wrong Cops is a beautiful movie. Beautiful fucking film. Look up Wrong Cops.
Did you see the Ghostland, whatever, that Nick Cage new movie out?
Ghostland?
Some Prisoners of the Ghostland or whatever.
Oh my god, I'm not surprised.
You've got to watch it. It's fucking insane, and it really drags in the end, but like it's worth watching for the first act or so.
Really?
I saw it during maybe Sundance, I guess, this year.
I haven't seen Pig yet.
Me neither. Heard it's great.
Yeah.
I got to watch it. Let's just stop this and watch Pig.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I've seen some people say they left the movie in the middle of it.
This?
Or stopped watching it.
This.
Can you even believe that? You literally haven't seen it. You don't even know what it's about.
Well, yes, I can believe people are that stupid where it's like they don't even give it a chance.
But like I don't know how you could stop a movie not knowing where it's going.
I will say,
and no one knows where it's going. No one's stopping it like, I get it.
Yeah.
Like, no, you don't.
I will say this. I believe the movie does drag a little bit in the middle. Like this,
Too long.
Yeah,
It should be like 10 minutes shorter.
Yeah, easily.
It's only an hour and 50. I thought it was like 2 hours.
Really, I thought it was
it
like
felt
2
long.
hours too.
It's only an hour and 50 or so, including credits, I think, which is actually a pretty normal movie length. That's fine, but I do think it could have been maybe like an hour and 40.
I like how the way that she talks to Gabriel is through a little phone.
That cute little phone.
Like it could have just been a voice in her head.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. So at this point, is Gabriel cut off? He has to be because he's not attached to her back.
Oh yeah, he's not there physically.
Yeah.
No, but they stuffed him in.
That's right.
So he's in
right.
there.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. He was literally. I love. It's so brilliant. They literally made literal the concept of the voice in the back of your head.
I didn't think of that one either.
Unbelievable. I think they even say that at some point.
Those crafty motherfuckers.
They even say that at some point, I'm pretty sure. But so what I love about that, though, is he's always there, and he can be talking inside her skull, I think, and she can hear it in her head. But
in little mouth. Or he could be like...
But he can't actually be out and about doing things until the head cracks back open.
Yes. Like, yeah, he was dormant until...
Right. Well, look at that shadow. Look at that.
It's like, I guess they don't really explain this too much either. It's like, even though that he's dormant right now, it's like, was she having episodes like this
her whole life? I don't
life?
think so. I think he fell asleep.
Yeah.
Here we go. This is it. Ready? This is one of the craziest parts of the whole fucking movie. Yeah, this is very insidious. The music too. Same composer.
Yeah, I had such a huge grin on my face, like when she falls through and just smashes into that table.
Unbelievable. That was maybe that was an incredible twist. I had no.
Yeah, that was a good
clue.
one. I like that.
And again, I think that was the moment where the theater really started going like,
"This is
what?
Crazy. This is insane."
Yeah. But I'll tell you, I forget if I told you at the end of the movie, my theater clapped.
Really? No, you didn't tell me that.
In Orlando, Florida.
Wow.
Of all places. When I saw The Witch in New York City, in Manhattan, people booed.
Yeah.
That's backwards of what you'd expect.
Yeah.
Oh, is this it? The imaginary friend thing? Let's see.
My imaginary friend.
Does the music...
Wait. What else has this actress been in?
Shoot, I know, and I forget. I saw her in something.
I don't think she's very good, but I don't know if
she's better in the other movie I saw her in. And also, she's wearing a crazy wig in this.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. Hold on. I think the music hits at the imaginary friend moment. Isn't it right now? Doesn't the cop... this woman says, like, you're telling me.
Let's see. Yeah.
He's buried deep in the
literally
head.
Yeah.
But it's so brilliant.
Her face.
Is this it? Ready?
She's...
Come on. Yes, this is it.
The fuck?
Ready?
Yeah.
That's incredible. And now cut to the attic. No, not yet.
She's fallen.
No. They are cutting to the attic, but they're making it look like it's further away around the city, right? Ready, watch.
Right, you're right. This is a brilliant scene.
Yep.
This whole scene transition is just a fake out.
Because
you're thinking like,
are we going to cut to the attic?
We're going to go to a city.
Ready?
Like,
yeah.
Yes, they're in the same house. They put a scene transition to nothing.
It's brilliant.
Fucking brilliant. That was brilliant.
Brilliant.
Because it's about to happen, which makes it so much funnier.
Here we go. Also, when she falls through, people laughed at first, and then
it's hilarious.
But like everyone was excited when she hit the ground in that house. Everyone was like, "Okay," like the theater wasn't like, "What the fuck is this bullshit?" That was a moment of like, "Wow, wow!" I had no idea. Yeah, I mean, it's a great twist.
And it's not even, the twists haven't even begun.
Well, this is when it begins, though. I think from here on out.
Here on out, the movie.
Here we go. Take one step.
Full goof mode begins. The force that she rockets.
Ready?
She rockets out of there. Bam!
Does the music hit? The music has to hit, right? Hold on.
I think so.
Dude, the music works. That is, what a stylish shot. And also, you know what I love about that? Where were those red and blue lights coming from on them?
Just a clever scene.
It was like transitioning before they transitioned. So do you see what I mean about it almost being like the Saw music?
Yes.
Because you're like this. You're like,
the theme is starting.
oh. I'll tell you what. They need to keep. See, now it's like this is like additional, like making it like orchestral. The trailer for a Malignant 2 needs to be like it's going to be like a slow piano version of Where Is My Mind? You know what I mean?
Let me ask you this: you think that a sequel is warranted?
Not at all.
Okay, good.
But you must not have seen. My buddy came up with an idea, and I was like, I thought to myself, yeah, they clearly set it up for a sequel at the end of this. I'll be back.
Yeah, but I think that was just part of the corn, you know.
But here's the thing: I don't want a sequel. I don't need a sequel. I should say. I don't, James, need a sequel, but I, James, want a sequel. Thank you. No, but really, we definitely does not need a sequel. Works fine on its own. We're good.
I think it would defeat the entire purpose.
Wait until you hear my buddy's idea.
Let's hear it.
I'll tell you when we get there.
Okay.
Maybe I'll even call him up to say it on the phone real quick.
Guest call.
Yeah.
It's fucking awesome, ma'am.
It's actually freaking sick.
I've never seen anything as cool as this in my entire life.
My entire life. I actually believed this. When she says, ready, like, when they make it, like, the idea being that, like, he's trying to set me up, I actually thought so, because I thought he was a separate thing. So I was like, he's setting her up.
But yeah, getting revenge on her for what reason? Well, like, that's, like, I guess that's where I came to on that.
Right. Oh, also, she doesn't know that that's her mom.
That's right.
She doesn't know right now that's her mom. I don't give a that is the only part that I'm like, nah, enough of this. At the end, when the mom is, like, involved at all, I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Because that's the only part of the movie where it seems like it's actually trying to, like, tie things up in a way that is so unnecessary. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about this.
That lazy. You know, it happens.
That's the only part of the movie that does not feel intentionally bad to me. Because it feels like he's actually like...
What do we do with this character?
I'm sorry, I shouldn't say... None of this movie's intentionally bad. Bad is not the right word.
No.
It's not bad.
I mean, people cut corners sometimes.
Intentionally B-movie kind of vibes. But that's not necessarily bad. That part of the movie, though, is the only part where I'm like... It feels like he's actually trying to tie things together rather than just saying fuck it. And that's the only part that did miss.
I felt the same way for the scene with the sister, like, investigating the hospital. Like,
oh, yeah.
It's like, it was just long enough. Like, you could have just said, like, I got these files.
I went to right. Except the part when she pulls up is fucking hysterical.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
My theater was fucking cracking up.
It looks
and
like
there was
video
a kid.
game.
There was a kid. I don't know why you bring a kid to this movie, but there was a kid in the theater as well. He wasn't talking. He was old enough to not be talking. He wasn't like a baby. But he literally, we were all cracking up at the fact that she almost drove off a cliff.
Yeah.
And everyone's cracking up. And the kid goes to his mom or whatever, why is everybody laughing? Because he doesn't get it. He doesn't understand how hilarious that is.
That's hysterical. Yeah. All right, so how did they
But I literally was like, I think he is trying to incriminate her. I believed it.
I don't understand how they don't believe her at this point. They're like, he's obviously real. He just called us. Like,
well, I don't think that they don't believe her here necessarily.
They put her back in jail.
Yeah, but they're giving her a chance here. I think. Oh, you're right. They do just put her back in jail. That's true.
I mean, like, that was weird.
Yeah, that's yeah. Oh, see, and then like the iPhone flicker. I'm like,
laughing maniacally.
Is that what it said?
Yeah.
The devil. That's right. We're doing this thing
because
she also. I love the lighting on her. She looks so cool right now.
Because now it's like they're trying to introduce like, oh, is all the supernatural stuff actually the fucking devil?
That's to me, that's smart because it's just trying to throw you off.
It's another misdirect. Yeah,
it's because we're getting so close to the big reveal that it's like we got to keep you as far away from this as possible.
Exactly.
Think about it's literally red herrings.
Yeah,
that's what their term is, right? They're red herrings.
It's a bucket load of those fish.
Yeah.
Remember Red Herring from A Pup Named Scooby-Doo? He was the bully, and Fred always thought it was him who was the monster. It was like, no, it's just Red Herring.
That's funny. I do love this. This literally sounds like Dead Silence.
I would not.
You wouldn't remember, but listen.
So goofy. So fucking goofy.
The music is so sick right now, though.
What could possibly happen in this building?
And also, I can't believe it's still... Oh, yeah, here we go. Oh!
You sure you don't want to get a little closer?
That's the scariest thing.
And
I've
look
ever
at her just walk out like,
She like walks to the edge. Look.
She's not
I mean,
even
clearly
being,
it's CG, obviously,
Yeah,
but like
she could just slip. And like,
it's actually pretty cool because I guess that's a set, and then just the edge is CG.
yeah, like
That's pretty cool.
the trees, maybe. Yeah, the deck. The deck was real. The front of the house.
I love the chairs. Oh, everything's just left here.
Yeah.
No one ever came to be like, maybe this could make like a good Walmart. Like,
Yeah, they never said why. Wait, I don't this. It just doesn't make any sense. But it doesn't have to.
no, it does not have to. I really love. I mean, I'm glad that you feel this way because it feels so obvious to me as well that it's like he just was like, we're having fun, baby.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? For the people who don't get it, I kind of understand why. Like, it's just been so long since we've had a movie.
You don't see shit like this.
We don't
No.
see shit like this anymore.
It's a shame.
Which is sad.
This
It's
is
a shame.
This is it. You, I think, said when you and I were texting because we moved out of the group chat with Jake because he hadn't seen it yet. So
Yeah.
you and I had to move to our own chat. But I was so thrilled when you were like, "Holy shit, that's sick!" Yeah,
it was fucking nuts.
But you even said something to the effect of like, "This movie is very important." Not just like it's important because it's like, oh yeah, you said you were like, it makes me. It
makes
actually
me happy.
gives me hope or
Yeah,
something that
like
things
this-
like this can happen.
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
Because I had sworn off the concept of like a director having
Truly
full,
original, yeah.
Yeah, a studio, a full studio movie.
This is, dude, we're almost there.
I know. Already so bizarre with all the women in here.
Hilarious.
Yeah, hilarious. Hysterical.
Hilarious. Also, I'm sure everybody gets thrown into jail and says exactly what she's saying. It wasn't me.
Yeah.
Her hair is getting bigger, by the way.
As Gabriel grows, so is his hair.
Yeah, he's literally shoving the wig off. He's like, "Get me out of here. Fuck off." Yeah, this is hilarious.
I wish Gabriel talked like that.
That's his voice. It's like a bunch of large Marges in here.
Yeah, it's just like the worst. And then also Disco Woman.
Disco lady.
Why? It's like she is definitely like just.
Apparently, it's
like
a
she
specific
time
reference
traveled,
to something. In one of the reviews I listened to, I don't know these things. That could have been Red Letter Media, could have been like, who knows what. Somebody pointed out that an actress in this scene, and maybe it's the black woman there in the disco getup, is like from something else, and it is a direct reference to something.
Well, no, the biker chick
Is that what it is?
is Quentin Tarantino's stunt woman who does acting sometimes.
Interesting. That also feels so intentional.
That was from yeah. You wouldn't put her in that role for just a background.
Right.
Yeah.
This is funny because do you think that they just cut? Oh, so by the way, again, I'm watching this like I got it, I nailed it. See, I was right, I knew it, I was right. Again, still thinking it's a separate thing out there somewhere, but I was like, it was on the back of her head. I knew it, I got it. Do you think that there was more to this scene, or do you think that was just a bit? Like the joke was just like nothing happens because it just cut to this.
I'm
on the fence. I could see it being that they thought the movie was running long. And it was just like a spooky thing.
Yes.
Just keep in mind, it wouldn't be. There's nothing there relevant to the movie.
No,
because she's in jail.
I think it should have just cut right to this, like her.
I see what you're saying.
Pulling up to the hospital. You didn't need her walking around the spooky hospital.
Because keep in mind, there was nothing scary at the hospital.
Nothing.
Because the villain is locked in jail right now.
Exactly. Yeah.
So there was nothing there.
And even if you didn't know that, it's like you wouldn't expect there to be anything in the hospital anyway, because the villain is not associated. Like, why would he be there?
Right. Why would the creepy little fucker be there? Well, but then again, at the time, I thought it was a separate entity.
Well, no.
So.
Yes, even if it was separate.
He was like, went back to where it all began. By the way, something that no one's talking about, and it feels so obvious if they do a sequel, the sequel will be, it'll include a lot of world building. Who was the dad? How did she get pregnant with this creature?
Such a fucked up baby.
That's not a baby. That's like an alien creature.
Yeah.
Right?
Well,
it also the powers.
Yeah.
So if they do a sequel, it's gonna be like a whole like it wasn't a regular pregnancy. We were experimenting on her. You know what I mean? And like that could ruin it. But that's what would happen.
Yeah.
The sequel would be a lot of world building.
That would be the only place to go.
Yeah.
Are they about to show it?
Oh,
wait, no.
Clever. That's right. That was the mom.
Okay, see, you get that from that scene transition.
Right.
But then immediately someone just says like, "Oh, it's her mom."
The detective. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ready?
Like, it's like, yeah, we fucking get it.
The theater fucking cracked up. It's in God's hands, the nurse says. You're a nurse.
Yeah, you don't
you're
say-
fired.
Yeah.
You're fired.
Yeah.
We can't have that here.
Nothing I can do.
She's in a coma. It's in God's hands now. You're fired. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah, no shit. Okay, so this is it.
Also, yeah, everybody's got like retro tech, huh?
Yeah, they just had a VCR lying
Yeah.
around.
I don't. Yeah, no VCRs around here.
I'd be shocked.
A little. That's the mom. This is the
Wait.
mom. As a kid.
No.
Yes.
Well, mom didn't
Oh,
have
sorry.
the-
You're right.
Yeah,
Emily
yeah.
May. You're right. Emily is the little girl. Because this is the shot where it turns around.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I had no idea. Not a single thought in the world that it was going to be growing out of the back of her head. And I was
thought she was just like possessed almost?
possessed or
Okay.
no, there was times where I thought it was no, at this point I said like it was a separate entity, like they were experimented on in the same
Right, okay.
hospital, blah blah blah.
Right. I knew as soon as it pans around, I went like this. I was like, yes, because I knew
Yeah.
that there was something coming. That thing was coming out of the back of her head only because she kept touching her fucking head and it was bleeding. So I was like, oh, that's a setup. But again, what I didn't know is that they just shoved it back in.
Yeah.
That's so insane.
Oh man, I was
Oh, there you go. That's a setup for later. Gabriel
like-
makes me strong.
It
Because she
wasn't
gets strong later.
it wasn't laughter, but like, you know when you're just like going like ha ha, like it's just so great.
Yeah.
Like
Were you on board for the whole movie, or is this what did this retroactively make you go, yeah?
a
Like, were
little
you-
bit.
yeah, okay.
A little bit.
Yeah.
You know what? I would say maybe a lot of it. I think, looking back. No, I liked the.
Well, especially falling through the ceiling.
I like the slasher.
Okay.
Like kind of
Chasey.
aspect.
Yeah,
to
there's
it. And
enough.
the chase.
There's
scene.
enough stuff through
So,
the movie without
yes.
even knowing what's going on. That's really good.
The plot. I guess like if anything, what I was be thinking of like the plot was lacking. I'm like, oh, it's just another fucking
Spooky
thing.
possession,
Yeah. With some,
whatever.
With some neat things happening.
Yeah.
But like this was, I was like, okay,
Yeah.
okay,
I cannot
Yeah.
fucking wait, dude. We're in the end game. Here we go.
yeah, this is it.
That's in the trailer. They're really trying to trick people into
Yeah,
thinking it's a
yeah.
possession movie, which is good. So this shot we're about to get, I thought we were going to flash back to the beginning and see the beginning.
Oh,
And,
yeah,
and
double
you were
back
to
to
pan
it.
around to see her behind. But of course, this is way better.
Way better. Yeah.
Yeah, the reveal of him is better. Ready? Here we go. My theater. Can you even imagine?
I can't, Mr. Reverso.
Oh.
It's so good.
Holy shit.
It's a neat monster design
Yeah, it's cool
too.
as hell. It's a shame that it's like CG, because I think that could have been a great little practical puppet.
Could have.
Yeah.
It was this CG was
Still, it's cool.
yeah.
Well, it helps that it's on this shit
Yes, I was
quality.
just about
yeah.
to say that the quality
At
of
the
VHS.
beginning, I guarantee that was a puppet behind the screen.
behind the screen, yeah.
Actually, I wouldn't be surprised if it was a puppet they painted over with CG.
Probably.
I bet you it just
they
didn't look
always
as
do
good.
that. They always do that.
Which this is true.
Yes, it
This
is.
part's
yeah.
true. It's just
Yeah,
it's
literally,
typically not a scarecrow monster creature. Like,
They're pretty horrifying.
but not like
no,
that.
not like a Halloween.
They just
machine
look
monster.
like
Yeah.
a deformed baby,
Yeah.
usually. Yeah, not like a literal like alien. Uh-oh.
It's like
Here we
when
go.
this all starts happening, it's like I couldn't believe they let him do it.
Yeah, yeah.
That it was
That was
yeah.
one of the first things I said to you guys in the group chat.
Yeah.
I said, can you believe this is a wide release? In a good
yeah.
way.
Yeah, in a good way. In a very
Ready?
good way.
Oh, not yet. Damn it.
He's just gee, how do I sleep after this?
That guy? Yeah, right.
And also electricity stuff.
Yeah, they never mention it. No.
They could have had one shot
Okay.
of her being like pointing at like a board, being like, "You see, the electricity comes
Yeah.
from."
But that's plenty of fodder for a sequel.
Yeah,
Just like break your hand.
Well, no, yeah, I'm fucked, holding the microphone.
Oh,
Yeah,
holding the
it's-
mic. That was your
yeah.
mic hand.
Oh yes, broken now.
Dude, don't grab her there. Hey, get out of my nose. She grabs the back of her head. Get out of my notes.
What is that from?
No, I'm making it up. It's the idea of because he's on the back of her head.
Get out of my notes.
Hey, I can't see. Oh, look at that fucking thing.
Oh, man.
It looks so fucking great. You know, I'm going to blow my nose real quick right before the big moment.
Go blow. Go blow. They're shocking the beast. Hey, Eric just said, is that how they got the electricity powers? And I think that's a good explanation. They got shocked too much. Oh, she's convulsing. She's spazzing out. Living her life in a haunted house.
Oh!
In reality, she is backwards.
Holy shit. Here we fucking
Oh,
go.
Man.
Look, now you can see it's backwards.
Yeah.
That is not how she said it at the beginning.
No, the red light. No, she just said it again.
Okay.
Just like, I thought it
That's
was
her
really
big
cool.
line.
It was a really cool.
The first time I said it was an ad lib, and it sounded so cool. I thought, let me say it again.
Didn't say it on camera this time.
I'm so excited. This is also, I love this shit.
Oh yeah, just
beautiful,
classic,
gruesome,
classic horror movie shit.
Reasonable. I buy it. They're like, you can't remove the whole thing.
I love the monster design.
Yeah.
So good. Push. Just push it. What could go wrong?
Here we go.
It's like they know he's alive.
This is it. I am so excited, dude.
Oh man.
When it goes like
yeah. No, when she's doing his thing, and you can see her head now. Like you see both heads at the same time.
Yeah, her eyes are closed.
Yeah, it's so
dude.
Good.
Here we go.
Holy shit. I love it.
I am so fucking excited for these like
Does somebody throw up? I forget.
I don't know. I don't remember. Yep, there we go. Oh.
Backwards mode.
I do wish that like her legs broke backwards, but it wouldn't make any sense.
No, it's just repairs her bones.
Yeah.
Guess that doesn't really make that much sense too.
How her bones are fine after.
Yeah,
it doesn't make any sense. This is
me, Mr. Reverso.
I love that they're like taking their time with this because it's everyone's like, holy
what is happening?
Oh,
when he just ripped her throat out.
Well, remember he's very strong.
That's right.
Oh, this is hilarious when she keeps fucking shoving people at
killing
her.
Everybody. Yeah.
Or at him.
All right.
Oh,
I am laughing like for nonstop.
You must. Oh, we were screaming,
cracking up.
Yes. This was like
just throwing
major theater moment for me, as you can imagine. Oh, I love that. Oh.
Crush. Yeah, that was good. That was great.
Look at that.
The backwards walk.
Unbelievable. Very Freddy Got Fingered, is it?
Oh, yeah.
Movie?
Oh, backwards man. Yeah. Holy shit, man.
Which is funny because that came up in our Blair Witch commentary tracks I did with my buddies over. We watched a movie, Mike and Jay. Very confusing. It's not Mike and Jake. It's Mike and Jay.
Oh.
But oh my God, look at this. I forgot the guard even showed up. Honestly. Oh, I wish she pulled him through.
One turned him into like
Jello,
cheese,
like Halloween 6.
yeah.
But they also that came up in we did the Blair Witch movies, and in the second one they do the as Jay put it, the herky jerky, like where the actress walks. Oh, we talked about this, by the way, like in The Ring and stuff.
It's
like
reversed
that, when the actress walks backwards, and then they reverse the footage to make it look like they're creepily walking forwards.
Yeah.
We also were laughing about that being the backwards man thing. That keeps coming up. That keeps coming up. But somebody pointed out, and I love it. Someone pointed out that
such a stupid scene, but
insane.
It's great. Like,
but someone pointed out this movie basically makes literal and makes it a plot point the concept from those scary movies of the reverse walk played forwards. Because that's literally what's happening here. But it's a plot point. It's not a camera trick. It's so interesting.
I really do. I want to. I think we're probably correct that he thought that the concept of this came from what if the killer was backwards? Like, like that's
yes.
the idea.
And that's where the whole movie comes from, is what I'm saying. Similar to Dead Silence, where I don't want to spoil it in case anyone hasn't seen it, but like the ending of Dead Silence feels like a thing where it's like, well, what if this? Okay, well, we got to write a movie around it now. Which is why, by the way, people are like, oh, the dialogue is shitty, whatever. And it's like, it's
atrocious.
It doesn't matter. The dialogue is there just to get to what we're seeing now.
Yes.
The entire movie was just serviceable enough to like get where we are now. Right.
Exactly. And in our opinion, I would say it's 100% worth it.
Completely successful and worth it. Yes, 100%.
Now, like, I guess
Saw is the opposite. Saw, very intentional dialogue throughout. Like, the dialogue is important.
Yes.
This, it's literally doesn't matter. It literally does not matter. They could do anything.
They probably wrote it in a weekend.
You only need to get to this point. Look at this, dude.
Oh, man.
It's incredible. Also, this actress must have had so fun doing these parts, huh?
Oh, just looking at stuff?
Backwards? Is this the wife again? Yeah.
The wife, yeah.
I love the music. This looks like it's
costume.
like the sequel.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh yeah, but it's still the same movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's
like when like Michael Myers pulls in the Rob Zombie movie when he pulls the mask out and you're like, hell yeah.
He's putting on the thing.
Right, the thing we know and love, but this is still the same movie.
It's like it.
Oh.
I love how like Gabriel made his costume like intentionally spooky.
Yes.
Like, but it doesn't. It's so goofy.
Yeah. And then of course I don't know this because I'm not as much of a film buff to know this kind of stuff. But everybody's saying he's drawing inspiration from what they call giallo films. Italian horror films from like the 70s, I guess. Oh, this is incredible.
You never seen Susprizia?
So you know what? You're right. Okay, so I've seen some, but I wouldn't think of that. And they said that like one of the staples is the cloak, the black glove. Like that's the classic thing.
This is excellent.
This is the beginning of Aquaman. Do you remember the beginning of Aquaman?
An excellent action
Look at
scene.
this, dude.
Like I want this guy directing a superhero movie.
Yes. And he did. I would even say Fast and Furious 7 was sort of a super. Oh! That makeup looks so sick. I like when it's practical. That's practical.
Well, the face was a little CG.
The face when you first saw it was definitely CG, but these parts look practical to me. Maybe it just looks good.
Yeah, maybe it looks good.
You know what it is? It's minimal movement. And I like that. It's not like so much movement.
The hardest I laughed.
Chair.
Yep. Funniest scene I can remember in recent history.
Yeah.
Like I
that looks so insane.
with her head. Like
You know what they really did was they put a mask of her face on the back of the actor. Yeah. Actress, whatever. Stay back.
It's just like a perfect killing machine on top of everything.
This is not a horror movie.
No,
this is an action
absolutely
movie.
not. This is now an action movie.
Yeah.
It's a supernatural
Who the fuck
thriller.
is like having nightmares of this? Like
no,
nobody.
No.
And I don't say that in a bad way.
No, that's
or just like that is not
point.
It's not a scary movie. I love just
a Matrix jump.
Yeah.
Look at this shit.
Basically unnecessary too.
Imagine if Michael Myers did this shit.
I'd like to see. Oh, look at this.
She really is backwards.
She really is a backwards lady. Oh, this is awesome. That she thinks she's sitting there, right? That's the idea?
Yeah. So I wonder
Oh, yeah. Okay, she's about to wake up, right?
I wonder who's legally culpable for these crimes. Like, even at the end of this movie, it's like the cops are going to be like, well, you did it.
Well,
it's like identity?
At the motel?
Oh, yes.
Reminds me of that.
Yes.
Reminds me of that. Remember, they're trying to convince like Alfred Molina is like it's like it wasn't him. You know, yeah, that whole thing. We did a track for that, so everybody probably saw that. But just in case, I won't say too much more.
We did?
No, we did. Me and Miles did.
Oh, yeah.
We collectively.
Yeah.
We
the
pretty much it
collective
as a
we.
brand. The collective we. Oh, yeah, she got sliced. That's right. Oh, this is so stupid, by the way. Oh, here we go. So this is the I love it. I love it. When they go, she's like, "No, leave me here."
Here it comes.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I'll tell you in a second. This is unbelievable. Right now.
Incredible. Whoosh. Ding.
Oh!
Wait, was that a killing blow?
No, they're both alive. They're both alive. He gets to the hospital. Oh, see, this is where, like, look, it's walking backwards right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm sorry, what were you going to say?
Well, hold on. I just want to see him. Look at this. This is so sick. Look at this. They shot this knowing that they made the coolest fucking thing.
Yes, they did. They knew exactly what they were doing.
I love that shot. It's so boring. Like, what a boring, weird little shot. You know what I mean? I was going to say, this is so funny coming up right here when they realize that Gabriel's going to the hospital to kill the mom.
That's right.
And so she tells Kakoa Shaw, you've got to get to the hospital or whatever. She's bleeding out from the stomach and she goes, get to the hospital. Why don't you both go to the hospital?
Yeah. That's exactly where you need to be.
Yes. Ready?
That's so stupid.
Yeah, ready? This is it. Listen. Keep in mind, she is bleeding from the gut. Ready?
You gotta
go. What?
Stay with her.
Why don't we both go?
Let's.
I'll be fine.
You'll be finer in a fucking hospital.
Yeah. Oh, this is the sister. That's right. With Walter Matthau over here.
He looks like the guy who got his arm broken in the beginning of the movie, the fat Nick Cage.
Oh, big Cage.
Big Cage.
Thick Cage.
Thick Nick.
There it is. Old Saint Thick. Oh, that's right. I forgot the pacemaker explodes.
Does it explode?
Yes, ready? It pops out of his face.
No.
Out of his chest. Ready? Watch. Out of his face, excuse me. Ready?
I don't remember exploding.
Watch. Ready?
Oh! I wonder if they used a squib for that.
Oh, for sure. Why not? Oh my God. Oh, shit. She got stabbed. I forgot. This is also a great twist coming up. When you think that he shoots her?
Oh, yeah.
That's great.
Mental trickery. But you know what? Like, I bought it that, like, when she got shot, I was like, all right, this movie could just...
Yeah, I was like, because fuck it, this movie, who cares?
Yeah.
Everyone can die. You didn't watch Fear Street on Netflix, did you? The 3 Fear Street movies, the Goosebumps guy, Ralston?
No.
No? Just made me
you
think.
Watch, like, are those the ones with the dates on them?
Yeah. It's 3 parts. They're all one thing. They were released one week after another. It was pretty cool.
Are those good?
I don't know if you'd... Fuck it. Watch.
Is it R.L. Stein?
R.L. Stein created Fear Street, but they're not written by him.
That's a shame.
Yeah. It's fun. I liked them. I thought it was fun. Your mileage may vary.
Gotcha. If it's a...
This is... Yeah, see, like, this whole part here, I'm like, this is not necessary. I don't care about this. Well, you know what would be great? You know what would have been cool?
If she had a backwards head.
No, well, if she leaned into... Oh, that looks so cool. It looks so cool.
It is. It's cool.
It's a Horror Nights house waiting to happen.
It's an action figure waiting to happen, too.
Yeah, an action figure. Yep. And a Halloween costume this year. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Easiest Halloween costume to pull off.
Put a mask in the back of your head.
And just walk around backwards.
Perfect.
Or maybe not backwards the whole time, but you get hit by a car trick-or-treating.
Officer, he walked backwards.
Oh, this is insane. Do you remember this?
Oh, he throws the bed, yeah. Throwing like over 100 pounds.
Ready? Yeah. Well, but they do make a point of that. Sister! Jesus. It would have been cool if the mom... Cool twist if the mom didn't care about her, but loved Gabriel.
Yeah.
That's interesting. But honestly, maybe that's backstory stuff. Yeah, see, like that makes sense in the context of the movie. Like, that's a good idea, actually, that he would be feeding off of babies. Like, that actually makes sense.
Yeah,
the extra life that a pregnant woman is providing.
He was sucking it up
It's more
somehow.
life than the woman needs. It's for another baby, and you could steal that. Like, that's actually a pretty good idea to keep him alive kind of thing.
But I could see how... I mean, I don't care.
Yeah.
But, like, the people who were like, I had a miscarriage, this is offensive, like...
I get it. Yes, but it reminds me of like we were saying about like, look, everybody's had everything impact them.
Bam.
Yeah, see, I really
Good
thought
shot.
I thought it was real.
Yeah, me too.
But like you said, getting hit by a car, having a heart attack, that guy's pacemaker exploding. Like my dad's pacemaker exploded. That's not funny. And it's like, it's not funny. It's just like things in life. It's just things that happen in life sometimes. Yeah, whatever. I don't know. Maybe that doesn't happen. But how often do pacemakers explode in your chest? You know what? Maybe they do.
Maybe not out of your chest. Like maybe they'll fail.
Yeah,
like,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was psyched about this because I was like, fuck yeah, kill everybody. But then I still liked the twist. I still liked the twist. When it cuts back to him hovering with the gun, very cool.
I am backwards now.
Now, well, you don't remember the dead silence, but now, who's the backwards?
Do they say that?
I changed one word.
Let me guess.
Let me guess which word. That was CG. That face looked CG. Yeah, this is awesome.
Yeah.
That is actually so creepy. It's almost creepier that, like, the thing is, like, just hovering there. I thought this was a clever way to wrap it up.
Yes. Because, I mean, like, you know.
You got to end it somehow.
Yes, you have to wrap it up right now. It's like, obviously, if you're going into this movie without getting this whole time, you're going to be like, oh, that's it? Yeah. And it's like, yes, it is.
So now, you can't. There's definitely sequel potential here. The idea of him saying, like, I didn't ask to be tethered to you. I can use your body better than you. Like, that's interesting. For what? Like, for what are you going to do beyond getting revenge? What's next?
Yeah, there is nothing.
Right.
But I think that's why she's saying definitively right now, I'm in control now. Like,
did you just fart? You heard that, right?
Oh, I forget they say this too.
Yeah, literally.
Sooner or later, I'll get at you.
Next time, I'll be ready.
I'm going to team up with the Ghostbusters. Wait a minute, it's not a ghost.
Well, so I'll tell you my buddy's idea. Christian's
idea.
Right.
Get to it.
I'm sure he won't mind if I just tell you. Hold on. I love that. That's so fun.
I'm in the mind jail.
Okay, here's what he said. Ready?
I like how it can just close up like that.
So, ready? He said, I want a fucking sequel where this is Christian of the Wangers, just so everyone knows. This is not my idea, but I love it. I want a fucking sequel where the two of them have to team up and fight a villain.
Oh, like they're on the same side. That would be too ridiculous. Like, it's time for you to take over, buddy.
Like, backwards, forwards.
Yeah.
Fighting a big like the Matrix.
Oh, or like
where else do you go with it?
It's like he's like the Incredible Hulk, where it's like, I'm getting angry.
I mean,
Gabe's coming out.
I don't think you make a horror sequel is my point. I like his thinking of it being like an action movie. Where else do you go? You got to go full action if you're going to do a sequel.
Yeah.
You can't make it scary again. We've already done it.
But doesn't that ruin it?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm just saying, if there has to be a sequel, that's the way you go.
If it has.
You can't be spooky again.
No, you can't.
You can't do
the same trick twice.
You can't re-spook the unspook.
Spook me once, shame on you.
Spook me twice. Spook me. Spook on me.
Spook on me.
Spook on me. You gonna spook on me? What's that from? Is that from The Hangover? Right? You want to fuck on me? Doesn't he say you want to fuck on me or something?
I don't remember that.
I don't remember. You gonna spook on me? That you yell that at somebody in a haunted house trying to scare you?
You gonna spook
You're
on
gonna
me?
Spook on me? I don't think so.
I would have to save that one.
You see, this and the thing with the mom a minute ago, or actually, I think it even happens now again with the mom.
Hard cut to credits.
Yeah, right. Literally cut to credits. Cut to credits when he went, no!
Yeah, that would have been it.
This is like trying to... This is the only part that feels like a misfire because it feels like James Wan being like, well, I guess it is a movie.
We have to have some... Yeah.
We got to wrap up something here.
Is this it? Does the credits start right now, or do they have an extra scene?
I don't remember.
There shouldn't be.
There's definitely no credit scene. This might be the end. Let's see.
It is. I think it is.
Oh.
Yes.
And you think it's gonna flicker, but it doesn't.
Yeah.
Which I love.
Little Inception
this
fucking
is the top.
asshole. Yeah.
Ready? I love that it goes so quiet though. Got a notification.
Oh, it does a little bit.
No.
Just
love
a
it.
little.
Great ending. Perfect.
Yeah.
I love that fucking movie.
Yeah,
I liked it just as much the second time, if not more.
Yeah,
I love it. I love it.
It's not the kind of movie where I'm like, it's going right on my list of my favorite movies. It
might go on mine.
It's a great,
yeah.
It's a great experience to have.
Yes,
it really, really is. Because like I was saying before, I had given up all fucking hope that I would ever see this happening on this large of a scale ever again.
She was in The Mummy, the 2007 or whatever year it was.
Oh, that's right.
2017.
The Tom Cruise.
She was blonde in that. That's it.
Remember when the audio got removed from the camera?
All right, sorry, but I'm interrupting because I forgot who she was and I just remembered. But you were saying you gave up all hope.
I gave up all hope that this could ever happen again, and it's like James Wan, he's a competent director. He really is. When it comes to he's no Tarantino. Like he's not like he doesn't make quote unquote. He doesn't make he doesn't make quote unquote great films. This is not that genre.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I think his films are great, but I understand what you're saying. Objectively great in terms of like Oscar winners.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's nothing like
the
that.
objective great versus the subjective.
Yes,
I get it.
This is what
great scale.
This is what horror movies are supposed to be.
Yeah.
Horror movies, you go to the theater, have a good fucking time, see a bunch of crazy shit.
This is like you know what? This literally felt like a film festival midnighter.
Yeah,
because you go to the film festivals and they have like one of the categories is midnight.
The stuff that the regular audiences would never watch.
Yeah, go to bed. You guys go to bed. We're doing midnight, and sometimes it's fucked up comedies. Sometimes it's fucked up horror movies, whatever, and sometimes it's boring stuff. You never know. It's a film festival. Sometimes it's not good, but this is the type. I was shocked because this is the type of thing that you would expect to see at Sundance or maybe even South by Southwest. Let's say you would expect. I would expect to see this movie at midnight at the Alamo Lamar with
like
a big
Mandy
bowl
or
of popcorn and a chocolate chip cookie shake at midnight.
Wait, hold on a minute.
At the Alamo Draft House.
Chocolate chip cookie shake?
Oh, they make them, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And they're real good. But I would expect to see that at midnight, and it got a wide release.
Yeah.
You would expect I would expect to see it at a film festival at midnight, never hear about it again, and it got a wide fucking release. It's insane.
My hope from this is that this does well, and that executives
look into it.
I hope it does well enough that executives go, oh, so we can take risks.
Here's the thing: keep in mind we're in a weird time still, and it is also into HBO Max. Any movie we've shown Shang-Chi. I don't know if you saw that, by the way.
No, I haven't seen it.
Oh, because it's only in theaters.
That's right.
That's why.
Yeah, I don't like.
So that's my point, though. Shang-Chi did great at the box office. It's only in theaters. If people can stay home, they're going to stay home. You're going to stay home. A lot of people have shown they'd rather watch it at home. But enough people will still go to the theater for movies to be worth putting in theaters. Point is, if this was only available in theaters, I bet it would have done better at the box office. But how many people watched it on HBO Max? That's important.
There.
Yes,
it was
that's
there
important.
and free.
So it's hard to quantify box office numbers wise because you just pay $15 or whatever HBO is, HBO Max. You pay your $15 or whatever and just watch it at home. So it's like, how do you quantify that? I think this did okay at the box office. I want to say it came in like 4th place, but Shang-Chi's still doing great.
Well, yeah.
I think it came in like 4th place at the box office, but I think it killed on HBO Max if I remember correctly.
As long as they made a return, like enough, because because the reason why we're stuck in this kind of this monotonous nightmare of movies all being the same is because if we were in the position of a studio executives, we would do the same thing.
Right.
It's an easy bet. It's an easy bet. Let's just do the easy one. Let's make all of our money back times 100.
Right.
Easy. But
don't take any risks.
Yeah, but back in the 90s, it was all risks.
Everything before. I feel like now it's less. It's the least risky now than ever for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope that doesn't just sound like us being like, but
well, no,
I think it is. I think it's true.
I mean, this goes to show, if you take a risk, you could still make something really cool.
Yeah. I'm very curious to see what comes of this. Yeah.
I'm also curious to see if
next,
if my idea is correct that this is James Wan saying, okay, horror done. Done.
I don't know because you know what? Hold on. Are these trailers right here? Hold on. Yeah, let's watch the trailer real quick. Ready?
See.
This is the trailer where he does the little interview thing. So if anybody let's sync it up real quick. Ready? I'll tell you. If you want to
2-minute sync.
If you want to sync up with trailer number 2, as soon as it should start with Madison's 9th birthday, Christmas, Hi-Fi Stereo, them putting a tape in. Let me make sure this is the right trailer. Hold on. Yeah, this is it. As soon as it cuts from that shot of the VHS to the next shot, press play. But for now, press pause. And then ready. Okay, so this is the second trailer they put out. But the reason I'm showing you is because this is the one that includes this is a trailer that was in theaters, I guess, and it has an interview with James Wan in the middle of the trailer.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
It's very rare.
Now this is the pre-roll I saw when it was she was talking to
that's all you saw.
Looks like just another stereotypical
right
spook show.
But here we go. Ready? This is so interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah, listen to this.
I like his sweater.
Literally your criticism of his whole career.
So it's you're hearing him say that, and you're watching this trailer, and it looks exactly like he's doing the same shit again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like who's buying it? Like,
yeah. If I'd seen this with the interview and everything, I would have been like, James Wan he's a real piece of shit. Do you think he can say that?
Right. I don't remember if there's any more of him, but let's see. And of course, I didn't see any of these until after the movie came out. But they don't spoil shit, by the way.
No, they don't. Which
they can't.
Which is also
this is the big focus. Spooky dooky,
it's almost like he made these scenes for the trailer.
It does feel like that.
Should he just say Gabriel help?
Huh? She said Gabriel.
Oh.
Right, they're going with the imaginary friend angle.
Gotcha. Phone explodes this time.
Yeah, I think But so this is it. I don't know that there's any more James Wan, but
I want to see if there is anything like deliberately.
Oh, this is cool though. I do love that. I think that's so cool. I think that's
that was a
You never hear the trailer
anymore,
guy, right?
Yeah.
Very, very like old school in a weird way.
Yeah, that's another thing. It's like when was the last time you saw a trailer where they didn't ruin the entire fucking movie?
Yeah. This one actually.
That's it.
Kudos to Warner Brothers. They're doing everything right with this fucking movie. They did everything right.
They're doing everything
Unbelievable.
right. Except for Cyborg. Yeah, except for Cyborg.
My white whale.
Yeah. You mean your black whale?
The one that got... Oh, yeah. Sorry. My bad. Mike, thank you very much for joining me. Where can people find you?
You can find
I love all the VR things. You got to plug those, please.
Check them out. I make VR YouTube videos. Look me up. Mike Peterson. I look up accounts. My fucking face will be the first thing
and you'll see like VR stuff, whatever.
Yeah.
But like...
I'm not Mike Peterson the killer, so...
Or Mike Peterson the character from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Or Mike Peterson the football player. Happens to be a common name.
But I just love watching you like walk up to random people and like harass them in VR.
Oh, it's great.
And just be like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Because they're all just like, huh?
They don't get it.
No, they don't. Yeah. But it sounds like it's just people that are like, what?
Yeah. It's great. It's great. Check them out.
Thanks for joining me, brother. It was so nice to do a James Wan movie that you liked.
Yeah. Very
sweaty. We'll do.
Yeah.
Yeah, what a treat. I hope everybody at home enjoyed it. I'd love to hear what everybody thought. People might have watched that and thought we were fucking nuts, and that's fine.
That's fine.
That's fine. That's cool.
Everyone's got opinions.
And that's pretty much it.
Okay.
All right, before we stop, hold on. Actually, I'm going to do... hold on, wait.
Ooh. Gives me the pins and needles.
Yeah, what, for holding it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jesus. I told you I want to get to the point of it being like Britney Spears, where it's a headset and a mic like this.
What about a lav?
Could do a lav too, but you have to have the headphones on to hear the movie. So I'm like, why don't we do both? Have the headphones on and the thing, so you're literally doing like the Britney Spears thing.
That's a good idea.
Okay, ready? We're going to do, I forget if I told you, I do now a thing every Monday and Friday, just saying like, hello, it's like 60 seconds if even, hello, here's today's track, blah, blah, blah. So I'm just going to have you in the background. Ready? Well, you can also speak if you'd like to. I say, I'm going to have you in the background, don't fucking speak. Ready? What is today, Friday? Is today the 17th?
Wait. It is.
It is.
It is.
Today is Friday, September 17th, 2021, and I'm Eric.
I'm Mike. Hello.
And we just watched 3, 2, 1.
Malignant.
Mike, you enjoyed this James
I
Wan film.
actually like this movie. I never thought I'd ever say those words come out of my mouth, but
Shocking.
It
happened. And if you know from the past almost decade, James Wan movies, usually we watch them we started with Insidious, and the whole point is, I love them, he doesn't, and that makes for a fun back and forth.
Fun little back and forth.
But I'll tell you what, it was also very fun when we both loved the movie, because this was great.
It is.
If you have not seen Malignant, you have to watch it without us first, because it's a full spoiler track. We don't sit back and say, let's see what happens, don't spoil it.
No,
out of the gate, we're spoiling the whole thing.
You should probably see it. You should.
You need to.
Yeah.
You need to. But then, rewatch it with us, and I hope you enjoy it. Mike?
Me too. I hope you enjoy everything. Have a great day!
And that's pretty much it. Beautiful.
Perfect.
Cool. All right, beautiful. What time is it? Because I got to now edit this and get this up. Perfect. 4:10. It goes up at 6.
4:10. Perfect.
Beautiful.